and sandwiches from pulled pork to brisket, along with self-poured craft beer. And the whole family will enjoy axe throwing for all ages. So join us this Saturday, July 20th, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. for a live radio remote broadcast as the grand opening continues at the all-new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer, 218 South Railroad Avenue in downtown Kings Mountain. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. Online at iwantcrave.com.
A tradition of trust, serving our community. That's the theme of Carpenter Porter Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Cherryville. They're always there for you in a time of need. Funeral directors John Porter and Scott and Hannah Garrett are there to help you and give you guidance during one of life's most difficult times. They're a progressive and comprehensive funeral home with the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service. For more information, call 704-435-6711, located at 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville and online at carpentersfuneralhome.net.
They've got a boat. That's right, a boat for sale at Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop in Kings Mountain. It's a 2018 Tracker GV16 Laker and sale priced at $10,995. And pull it to the lake with a 2007 Dodge Ram 1500 SLT Mega Cab 4-wheel drive truck for $16,995. You'll also find a 2007 Toyota 4Runner SR5 with V6 engine priced at $11,995. And a 2015 Volkswagen Jetta, only $69,995. Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop, 522 Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. Online at oakgroveauto.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Tired of terrible customer service at the big box stores? Win Supply of Shelby has everything you need for your bathroom or kitchen remodel. Whether it's tubs, showers, sinks, fixtures, or lighting, they have the best quality and the best prices in Shelby. They are not just your friendly neighborhood remodel store. They also carry commercial plumbing, electrical, irrigation, and pipe supplies. Visit them today at 208 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby or call 704-482-8871. That's Win Supply of Shelby.
Take the escalator of savings to the second floor of Kurt's Premium Outlet in East Ridge Mall on North New Hope Road in Gastonia. This week, kids recliners are $96.50, kids rockers are $49, a two-piece kidney-shaped vanity with mirror is $6.99. Kurt's Premium Outlet has premier hand towels for $5.75 each, double beverage dispensers are $22.50, and an evergreen bench is $150. Take the escalator of savings at Kurt's Premium Outlet on North New Hope Road in Gastonia in East Ridge Mall. A big truck of savings is unloaded at This and That Trading Post in Dallas. Thompson's Water Seal, 1.2-gallon buckets are $13.50. Beach towels starting at $5.25. Garden flags, 4 for $1. Clorox disinfectant wipes, 70-box count for $2. This and That Trading Post has Corona and Heineken beer buckets for $4.75. Wireless vacuum cleaners just $15.75. And LED trouble lights are $4.50. At This and That Trading Post, 3857 Dallas High Shoals Road in Dallas, right across from the trade lot.
Hi, welcome to Saturday Morning Sports Talk. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties this morning. We'll eventually have it figured out. Don't know what was going on. Welcome with Kevin, Zach, Tom, Terry, and JP as always.
You got us in there, JP?
Yeah, I got you in here.
All right, let's try some. Zach, hit that button. No, the computer button. working.
No, no.
May not be JP's
Yeah,
mouth
they're-
open. Right. Welcome for breakfast, JP. What'd you get us there? What'd you got in there today?
I've got a sausage biscuit, gravy biscuit, sausage gravy biscuit. You want me to tell you what you got too?
No, I know what I got. I was just at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me what I got.
Well, I asked for a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, but you got a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit.
It's good. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No.
Not a thing.
And I got a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I'm getting ready to munch on here in just a minute. I ate my hash brown. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got a sausage biscuit today, an hash brown.
I got me an egg and cheese biscuit and a strawberry banana smoothie. Get us going and wake us up. I got a sheet. Oh, it's right here. I was about to say, I got a sheet down the hall. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Sports Talk, brought to you by local McDonald's here. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Please, please, please stop by there the next few days, weeks, and as the state tournament is here, North Carolina American Legion state tournament is here. I've got the brackets to talk about today. We're going to go over that. We're going to have a broadcast of the Shelby and the Cherryville games. We'll have those to cover, and then maybe the championship game there as we get ready for this weekend. Game 1 starts 10 o'clock this morning. That'll be Hamlet and Union County. I'm gonna pull up. How about I pull up the bracket for the folks watching at home? If you're listening on the radio, this show is live on YouTube every Saturday morning. And if you missed the show on YouTube, you can or on the radio, you can always go back and watch the show, rewatch the show, and see our shenanigans and whatever we get into here in just a little bit. But we do want to let you know, guys, that you can go back, watch the show, rewatch it. If you missed something, want to share with your friends and talk about the show with your friends. All right, here's the 2024 State American Legion bracket. We've got this morning Hamlet and Union County is at 10 a.m. At 1 p.m. Shelby and Wilmington. At 3 o'clock High Point and Wayne County. And then game 4 tonight, it's scheduled for 7:30. Garner and Cherryville for you local fans today, for you Shelby and Cherryville folks. So your games are at 1 and 7:30 scheduled. Tom, you got the weather report over there? You're a meteorologist today.
I looked at it before I came. It seems like there's a chance all day, but it's not really a big chance. It's going to be mainly overcast. The thing is the temperatures are being held down to about in the 80s, so that'll be good for the players. They won't be out there in the heat all day. So tomorrow looks like a little bit better chance of rain, but hopefully they'll be able to get these games in a reasonable amount of time today. But like I said, chance of rain all day, greater as the afternoon wears on, Kevin.
Yep. Well, during the whole week as well, Tom. So, we're sitting here looking at it.
It gets worse as the week goes on. But I'm going to tell you, Kevin, when I went up, spent a couple days in Bryson City, been married to my wife. Can you believe 25 years already, Terry? Where does time go, Terry? Where
That's
does
between
time
you
go?
and her on the time.
But anyway, I went up there for a couple days, and they would say rain in the morning. So I'm like, all right, hon, we're going to go on our river cruise in the afternoon. Then I'd get up in the morning, and it wasn't raining. I'd look again. It says, okay, rain in the afternoon, not in the morning. So there's a couple of different groups of people I do not believe. Politicians, I don't believe them. And weathermen, I just don't believe them because they don't know. And Kevin, I'm just convinced they make more money by reporting bad weather.
Well, Tom, as an example, I'm gonna give you today's weather report according to my phone. I'm not gonna tell you what type of phone or anything like that. So today, high of 83, low of 69, 70% chance of rain.
Today?
That's what it says. 70%.
I saw 30%.
Now wait a minute. As you say that, I'm gonna go through the hours. Okay, let's count up to the 70%. Nothing. Like cloudy. 10 a.m., 11 a.m., noon. Oh, let's see. Still cloudy at 2. 20% chance at 3. Cloudy at 4. Cloudy at 5. Cloudy at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the only thing it says on the thing.
Crazy, isn't it?
So 70% chance of rain today, but there's only a 20% chance it's going to rain at 2, according to the Tom's weatherman. So there you go, Tom.
It doesn't even make any sense. I'm just ready. Yeah.
Might rain today, right? Is that the best you can do it?
I mean, it's
I
one
have
of the-
Cloudy, might rain.
I have a question though. When you do the weather, and Tom, this is probably in your geographic what you teach over at your school.
History.
When it says 70%,
You mean in my subject area?
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nothing he
But anyway.
said made any sense.
Are you saying in my
But Tom-
content area?
But Tom, when you say 70%, is that not like it's going to rain like 70% of the day?
No.
Okay,
See,
I'll explain it if you
Back
want me
in
to.
the old days, when they used to say that, that's what you knew.
I'll
And the
explain
fan
if you want
show
to.
in the evening,
Terry.
it would have it. But now it says 70%, and that means you're going to have a storm
it basically-
7 out of 10 times
Will he be quiet?
because I'm the one that's talking.
Just be quiet.
No.
It means that 70% of the area should receive rain. 30% of the area will not receive rain.
Not back
So
in
if
the
you
old
take-
days. That's
if you
not how
take,
you
if
used
you
to do
take your entire if you take your entire world, which is Lincoln County, you know how it kind of looks like a little rectangle. Take 70% of that rectangle, and they're basically saying that 70% will get rain, and this other little 30% won't. So in other words, like if Vale and West Lincoln and Lincoln get rain, then maybe Denver won't. Because I know your whole world is Lincoln County. So if I break it down into Lincoln County, do you understand it now?
Say that again.
Okay, never mind.
That's right.
It's just.
All right, Terry, I got a better one.
Okay.
There's 10 counties.
I got you.
It's going to rain in 7 of them.
7 of them. Okay.
So say it rains in Gaston, Cleveland, Lincoln,
No, you
Burke,
can't even name so many
McDowell,
counties.
Henderson.
So quit.
Which
Quit, Tom.
you can't do that. You can't do that
can't
because you
name
don't
any
know the
counties.
counties of North Carolina.
Terry don't even watch the weather. He just uses
don't.
Farmer's Almanac for every day.
That's right. That's exactly right.
do it
That's
better
why
than
they
the
still,
weather.
Yeah,
they
it
still
probably,
print it.
it probably
They
does.
still print it.
They do. I actually saw one in a store the other day.
Well, tomorrow, what happens for Shelby? Let's do it real quick. Win or lose. Game 2, loser plays it at 1 p.m. and the winner will play at 7:30. Same thing for Shelby. Loser at 1, winner at 7:30. Yes, folks, that does mean Shelby and Cherville will play tomorrow if both teams win or both teams lose. So they should play tomorrow if that happens. If one wins or one loses, they will not play tomorrow. So
Well, let me ask you this, Kevin, since we're on there. You might not have figured this out yet. If it is Shelby and Cherville, are we going to do simultaneous broadcasts on 2 different stations? Or are we going to do one broadcast?
one broadcast.
Okay.
We have talked about that.
Okay.
Pasco's on top of that one.
Okay. All right. Want to make sure.
We will have the it'll be on both stations for the folks listening. It will be on both stations, but just one set of broadcasters. I think
Okay.
Danny and Danny and you. I got a text earlier. So
Based on
Okay.
Weatherman's percentages, we might have like a 50% chance that they play each other.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Ask Terry.
Math with Mayhew.
I got that, Zach. You did
we
well.
We can make a Math with Mayhew segment here. Math with Mayhew.
Zach did well. I give him 100%.
All right, folks. So we do got a big show today to talk about all kinds of things as the tournament there rages on here. We will have the broadcast. I would put it this way: if you are listening, real quick warning, at any point during the day, and you hear music on 92.9 during these games, during the game times, if you do hear music, it's probably in a rain delay, and we'll get back to it as soon as we can. Best way to check Cherville Post 100's Facebook pages and Twitter pages, and check with them, and we'll post updates as we can for rain delays and game time changes for our local team. So if you do tune in at 1:30 today or 1 o'clock today, listen to Shelby, and you're hearing music on 92.9, good chance it's a rain delay. So that'll, and we'll tune in. I mean, Tom and then we'll get in there and give everybody some updates if they need to. So that's where we are right now. We're going to start in NASCAR this morning. Folks, listen on the radio. It's Saturday morning sports talk. We do NASCAR, Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, college sports, and more. Try to keep it a little lighthearted as most days as we can. But we are going to start in NASCAR this weekend. I do got some Kyle Busch updates for you, Terry. He's not been doing too well lately, and here he is talking about Ricky Stenhouse. You know, they got a new name for him. Well, it ain't a new name. It's the name they've been calling him behind
For
the
Kyle or
scenes.
Stenhouse?
Stenhouse.
Okay.
No, well, Kyle. Kyle calls him Recky Stenhouse.
It's awesome.
Terry, what do you think about that?
Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's see. That's a 2 minute. That's a long clip. I thought I clicked on a 30-second clip for that one. Let's see if I can find it. How about this one? Since we're talking NASCAR real quick. I didn't know this story, Terry. I don't know if you know it either. This is Kevin Harvick's spotter at Indianapolis. Okay. I'll see if we got the audio working yet, Zach. Maybe.
Yep, we're on.
No, on that computer button. I still don't think it's working right. Maybe not. I'll get it going. All right. Well, we're not gonna watch that video yet till I get the buttons right. So, I tell you what, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna hit some buttons and make sure we got all the audio working for you guys, because I don't want to forget something and go back. And I probably do got some stuff. We do got golf to go over. They are at the Open. Chip's supposed to call sometime this morning and tell us his opinions and what's going on at the Open. We're going to talk college football. Video game came out this week. Zach, do you have it?
Yes. No, I will be getting it. I was a NCAA fan more than I was Madden. So.
All right. Well, Tom, looks like Nick Chubb is getting back, and
Yeah, they got that
looking
viral
pretty
video
decent.
of him, bending the bar with the weights. He is kind of a freak of nature, but what they can do with medicine today, if you've got a big enough check, is amazing. If you got a big enough check, you can get.
Think about all the players that in the 80s and 90s that could have benefited.
Think about somebody like Larry Bird. Think about if they could have fixed his back. You know what I mean? How much longer he would have played.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tom wasn't here last week, was he?
Tom was here last
Or the
week,
week
Kevin.
before.
Yeah, we were.
I swear to God, if you miss 1 week, he acts
No,
like he
I
quit
try
the
to-
show.
well,
Tom,
every
does
week-
Tom ever show up for
It
work?
ain't about you.
Is
Like,
he
this
even
week's
here?
Chip,
Does
it's
Tom
Zach.
work for KTC?
It's me trying to figure out which weeks are. I'm trying to remember. I got some of these old texts or tweets to make sure we go through. Terry walked out for my NASCAR tweets last week, so I had to catch up with some of that.
He had to go to a baseball game.
Not
Did you
last
not?
week. No, I had to go to
To a birthday party.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
Tom,
go.
what does that got to do with
My
the fact
granddaughter's
that
I tell
you
you
wasn't
what,
here for the
man,
NASCAR?
we need a union here, Terry.
Why
We're
is he
going to
getting so
unionize.
defensive about me trying to find a tweet? I'm trying to find a
Teamsters.
tweet that y'all missed.
Zach,
to have
you going
some
to
fun
Teamsters?
here.
Come on.
Zach,
I know he's your cousin.
all right, Terry. Alex Bowman has never won a real race. Did you know that?
Okay.
In Chicago,
Rain shortened and all this stuff.
Here's all his wins: Chicagoland rain delay, Auto Club illegal car, Richmond rigged caution, Dover illegal car, Pocono Larson crash, Martinsville crashed Hamlin, Vegas rigged caution, Chicago rigged strategy. I don't think somebody's an Alex Bowman fan. What do you think about that one?
That's pretty good.
You
Oh,
agree?
mostly.
You agree with Bowman?
I don't like him anyway.
How do you? He's like the nicest guy in the world.
I don't
I'm trying
like
to figure out.
Is this Chicago street race going to be an every year thing now? Have they made that permanent, or
I don't-
is this still a gimmick?
I don't think that anything's permanent.
I
Tom.
wish they'd
I
change
think
it.
they're all like a 2-3 years, see how it goes,
It's another one of them races. If you're at the back, you're not coming to the front.
That's the way it's
Just
supposed
how
to be.
it
isn't
is.
Terry?
After the Chicago race this year, I think they need to wet the track every year and then try to dry it so they can have a
I'm
little bit of
telling. Then we
sliding.
can put on rain.
Did it rain again this
tires.
year?
Yeah.
It rained last year too.
Yeah, then they
it
put
rained
on
this
your
year.
rain tires
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and then they had a time limit. Then you went 2 laps. I mean, it was
It
ridiculous.
was a train wreck.
Those
Yeah.
cars
I thought
don't.
it was.
Those cars don't have windshield wipers, or do they install them for that race?
Well, they're installed
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Look at that's awesome.
I've got, like I said, I've got to fix the audio so you can hear some of these. I was trying to find any ones that didn't have audio that I could get to Tom real quick, and Terry and Zach and everybody. Chip's going to tune in, like I said, here in just a little bit. Oh, I was saving this for Tom. I don't think Tom saw this. This is I'll let Tom read this one if he wants. Let's see. All right, Tommy.
10 worst states in the U.S. There aren't any states that deserve to be labeled as worst because they all have their own wonderful features. Ohio. That had to be somebody from Michigan. Somebody from Michigan.
Are you going to talk about the game in a little bit? Is that what we're going to do?
which
The
game?
new game that came out. You just
We're
mentioned?
going to talk a little bit. Yeah, I
that-
got
that was-
audio and video for
There was
some of
a
that.
clip that came out of somebody that was a Michigan fan, and that was his first game against Ohio State. And
So I will warn you guys. Well, go ahead, Zach.
He beat him he beat him 100-0.
So the one of the main developers is a Michigan guy, and so like there's a lot of trolls on that game towards Ohio State. So for you Ohio State fans, there's not a lot of them out there. Happy out there. All right, Tom, you watch soccer, and they got this technology that does the offside stuff.
VAR, I think. I mean, you talk about reviewing the call.
Well, they've got this technology that they're looking at doing
almost like the
first
strike
downs
zone,
and stuff
ain't it?
like yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so they've got this technology now that they can tell if a player is offsides or not. So I want to let you're the soccer referee. I'll let you be the referee on this.
All right. Yeah.
Is this is he offsides, and which part of him is offsides, Tom?
Well, it's not supposed to be like if the arm is offside, you're fine. If the leg is, you are offside. It's one of those things where I tell you what, there's like there's a textbook way to define it, and there's ways that other guys define it. If the guys pass the line, call it. But it's not supposed to be like if you got your arm over there, it's not supposed to be. But if your leg is on that, I don't know what he's okay. Now I see what you're saying.
My God, that took like 100 years to figure this out.
Yeah, even I saw it before he did.
Well, I don't
My
generally, Terry. I know your leanings. You might look at that part of the man. I just wasn't looking there. I'm sorry. I was looking at the legs. That's what I'm trained to look at. Where's his foot? Not his. I mean, what is wrong with you guys? I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, why do you want to look at that, Terry? Is there something you want to tell us? I mean, it's okay. I still accept you.
Oh Lordy.
Tom, is he offsides? Yes or no?
Well, go ahead and answer,
I
Tom.
know. I was the referee.
Oh, my God.
I'm
You're the soccer
looking
guy.
at the technology. Does it say he's offsides or not?
Can he use that part of his body to manipulate the ball?
I don't know. I don't know the soccer rules. You tell
No,
me.
I'm just saying no. I'm going to go with he's not.
Terry, did you know that he can use that part of his body
I'm not saying a word.
to knock the ball into the goal?
Tom,
I'll say
I ain't
I'll say
saying
no.
a word.
you did before. How did you not notice that? Like, I guess.
My God.
Hey,
Ronaldo's Joxx
That's
taps
what I'm
off
saying.
sides every year. Tom's breaking down the rules of his arm.
well,
For you folks on the radio, check it back in and see the replay of this. I don't think that's what the technology was made for. What do you think, Tom?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean,
They don't have his name on it. So that's at least, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
but I will say because it's, in all seriousness, it's because it's kind of like the strike zone.
It is
it's kind of like the strike zone where people argue about it. So get a machine to do it, so there's no more arguing about it.
Looked like a TSA screening when you had to go through a TSA screening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that that's what it was made for at all. All right, Tom, before we go to break and I fix the sound, there is a couple I left off there. I got some corgi news here for you. Corgi videos. Now this is cute. I'll give you this one. This is what something probably your dog does. Let's check him out. This is feeding 2 stuffed animals and a corgi. Stuffed animals get 3, 4. Corgi gets 1. And he throws one of the animals out of the way, and he goes and pounces his cage.
Made
and
me
he closes
mad.
the door.
Maybe mad.
That's funny.
Is that their attitude, Tom?
They're fun little dogs, but
Yeah.
they're very smart too. I mean, they're pretty smart. Of course, he's not smart enough to not realize it's not a real dog, but they are intelligent.
Now, if y'all do remember, Tom says the mailman is scared of his corgi, right?
Spitz. Well,
Spitz.
she bust the door open and made her like throw the mail everywhere and run back to the postal jeep. I mean, she's not going to bite you. She's one of those that barks in circles and will nip you from behind. Like, she nipped a carpenter one time and he never came back. But she's that type of dog. She's not going to like full out attack you like Cujo style.
Well, I thought it was the corgi, so I found a photo of your dog is what I thought was protecting your home.
I used to have one that looked just like him.
There you go. Chances of getting killed by a corgi are low, Tom, but never zero. That's what I thought he was doing, Tom, when he said he was protecting the house. He's got a Glock on his back.
Now, the thing about them is they have like a big dog bark, even though they're not real big.
Yeah.
And their worst, their tragic flaw is they're herding, so they chase cars. So if you get one, you better keep them behind a fence. You better keep them on a leash.
There was one more chart I had to show Tom. Oh, it's not showing up right. Saw this on the internet yesterday. States first in flight, Terry.
The Wright brothers were from
North
Ohio.
Carolina. Not first in flight are the gray ones. The one in blue, Ohio, also thinks first in flight, but they're not.
Were the Wright brothers from North Carolina? Were they from Kitty Hawk? Were the Wright brothers from Kitty Hawk? Silence.
Where'd the plane take off?
Silence.
Tom.
Where'd the plane take off?
Silence.
Tom, there ain't no planes in Ohio, so what are you talking about?
The Wright brothers were from the Dayton area, so that's Ohio.
Here's my final graphic before we do go to break. I thought Terry would like this, and I know he's going to ask me to email it to him later, so I'll go ahead and pull it up. This is a logo map of North Carolina, Terry. What do you think about that?
There you go.
There's a guy on the internet going around doing all the logos in all the states, and the other day he did Texas, and he said, "I'll see you guys next week." Is that many high school logos there are in Texas? But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I said,
Where's
that's neat.
cool.
Where's the Pinnacle logo? They don't. Where's the Thomas Jefferson logo? They didn't do it.
this was public schools. It looks like.
Okay. North Carolina high school logos.
Yes, North Carolina high school public school logos. So
It doesn't say public schools, man. The charter schools got left out. It
no
must have been
Lincoln-
some public school communists who did this map.
No Lincoln charter there.
No Lincoln charter.
All right, JP, when we come back, we're going to talk more sports, NBA, NFL, and more. I'll have some audio for you guys here in a little bit. KDCBroadcasting.com.
As the grand opening continues this Saturday, July 20th at the new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer in Kings Mountain. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. Come and register for some great prizes that will be given away. And check out the new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer. Great barbecue, all kinds of hot dogs and sandwiches, from pulled pork to brisket, along with self-poured craft beer. And the whole family will enjoy axe throwing for all ages. So join us this Saturday, July 20th, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. for a live radio remote broadcast as the grand opening continues at the all-new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer, 218 South Railroad Avenue in downtown Kings Mountain. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. Online at iwantcrave.com.
The Great Gas Card Giveaway is underway. You could be the winner of up to $500 in gas cards when you register to win. The drawing will be held Friday, August 30th. Register today at Pro Wellness Chiropractic Center on Clark Drive in Lincoln, at J&D Furniture on North Lafayette Street in Uptown Shelby, at Ferguson Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, at the Mulch House on Union Road in Gastonia, at West End Sales on Highway 18 North in Dale, at Jill's Uniforms on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Bradley's on Highway 74 Bypass West of Shelby, at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street in Shelby, at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and at the 3500 Grill on Highway 18 north of Shelby. Register to win the Great Gas Card Giveaway, brought to you by What'sUpShopper.com and KTC Broadcasting.
Country Camping Corner in Kings Mountain is celebrating 40 years in business. In 2023, they were named North Carolina's #1 dealer in North Carolina. And to celebrate, they're offering big red hot deals for the summer. Come in and shop their inventory and make them an offer. That's right, make them an offer. You can save thousands of dollars, up to $10,000 or even more. Plus, financing is available. Don't wait. Someone may buy your camper. Make them an offer and save today at Country Camping Corner, 101 Oak Grove at the Highway 74 Bypass intersection in Kings Mountain. Online at countrycamping.com. Now you can see what's going on by calling Heath Jackson Plumbing in Cherryville. Ask about the rigid camera system. You, the customer, can actually see what's going on with your sewage drain lines and what's got to be done. And be sure to ask about their tankless water heaters, serviced or installed. Call 704-634-5784 for Heath Jackson Plumbing in Cherryville. Like them on Facebook too.
Tee it up for a great golf experience at the Cherryville Golf and Country Club. And yes, the course is open to the public 7 days a week. For your tee time, give them a call, 704-435-6597. Tune your game up with their driving range. And on Friday, come on out for the Captain's Choice, starting at 5:30. And for that special event, keep the Cherryville Country Club in mind, with several event packages available. That's the Cherryville Golf and Country Club, 200 Club Drive, Cherryville. Online at cherryvillegolf.com.
Spring is the perfect time to play golf at the Crowders Mountain Golf Course at the foot of beautiful Crowders Mountain. Play in Route 18 Monday through Friday for $30 and just $27 after 1 p.m. And play in Route on weekends and holidays for just $40 and just $35 after 1 p.m. Ladies' Day is Monday. Ladies play and ride on Mondays for $20, and seniors play and ride Monday through Friday for $27 at the Crowders Mountain Golf Course, 255 Lincoln Academy Road in Kings Mountain. For your tee time, call 704-739-7681.
And we are back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin the Gang. We're still trying to weed over our little technical difficulties. But y'all are back on, so if y'all want to keep talking. When are y'all going to start talking? Oh, none of them have their ears on. Never mind. Okay, well, I'll just keep talking, I guess. Y'all can't see me, unfortunately. The little camera and it's in here.
They don't have their headsets on.
Yeah, I noticed. Well, I was like, oh, they're not.
That's
So
fine.
I'll just keep talking until
It's a good thing we were actually talking about Kevin and Calvin. So thanks for
It's actually talking about Tiger and Colin Montgomery this week.
Yeah,
So,
we were
discussing you need to retire, Tiger, and Tiger says, "Well, you didn't win, so I'm exempt till I'm 60 at this tournament." So
I've never seen anybody who screwed himself more and has. How does this man have his sympathy? How can you cheat on your supermodel wife and get beat with a golf club and people feel sorry for you? I'm
That's the
sorry.
way the world
I'm
is.
sorry, man. Sorry. How could you go 120 miles an hour, wreck your car, and mess up your legs? And now, well, he can't finish a round because of his injury. Let's go back over how the injury happened, shall we? You're a grown man. You're in your 40s, and you're driving like a 16-year-old who stole daddy's Mercedes. Get out of here, man.
Wasn't like it was.
Get out of here, man. I mean, you want to talk about a guy who has it, and to an extent still has it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him, and he is backstabbed. Well, that poor woman who was living with him, and she showed up, and the doors were locks were changed.
I think we got Chip. Chip, are we on?
Good morning, sir.
Well, by God, we hit some buttons right.
We got it right.
You did well today. 100%.
How y'all doing this morning?
Chip Carter calling live from the Open. He's on hole 8 right now, holding up a sign.
Oh, yeah, something like that. That'd be nice. So I'm in a pretty good locale right now too. Even though I'm not over in Scotland, I'm in a pretty good location.
He's at the Waffle House.
I wish. I'm walking down Meeting Street in downtown Charleston as we speak right now.
Oh goodness! Well, don't take a left.
Do I need to bring some shrimp and grits back for Tom?
Please.
Yeah, Tom needs some.
So
No, thank you.
So plus 15 is the cut.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that said out loud at a major?
Well, yeah, it was. That was fairly unreal. Well, the typical what you would see, and Troon. After a few years of dry courses over there and the sun baking the courses out, we're actually getting to see a traditional Open Championship, I think, after some time. The weather has obviously played a factor, as it should. And you're seeing we saw a true impact in terms of you'll talk a lot of times you at the Open you hear the discussion of the waves in the first two rounds, the first wave versus the second wave. Thursday was not that big of a deal because the weather was pretty consistent from morning to evening. So both groups, because they generally split the groups up into the morning group and the afternoon group the first day, and the scores were pretty average for both sides. Yesterday, we saw that really have an impact, which the general argument or the general consensus that you see is as the day goes on, the wind picks up, the weather gets more challenging for the guys later in the day, and that's indeed what happened. When they flipped the two groups, and you saw the morning group have to from Thursday play in the afternoon on yesterday. Their average score was 2 strokes higher than the morning group yesterday. So that you saw the weather indeed have an impact. And a lot of the guys that got out early yesterday, Shane Lowry, Scotty Scheffler, the guys that on Thursday they played in the afternoon. They got in, were able to put a decent score together, stay under par, and stay in the tournament before the weather really turned and got bad.
Chip,
so
have you looked at these? Have you looked at these scores today? This is crazy.
I'm looking at the leaderboard right now, but I don't see much anybody making. I mean, they are.
So what's going on right now? You're talking about the morning scores. Justin Thomas is 5 under through 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Adam
I see it.
Adam Scott 5 under through 14. Sung Jae M shot a 5 under on his round. There's 4 others at 3 under, 4 under right now. You've got Lowry and Rose and Brown and all them teeing off at 10:45. Is this about to get all jumbled up at the top?
I would not be surprised if you see these guys. You know, Lowry. The scores look like they separated. Lowry, Rose, and Brown. They're all at least 3 up on everybody else. Lowry's obviously 5 up on everybody else. But to your point, Kevin, as the weather and the weather's going to impact them. It's supposed to start raining later today. The rain's supposed to get more intense today. I'm not sure the direction of the wind. The wind plays a big part at Troon. Troon, they talk about, splits up into kind of a three-act play. The first 6 holes traditionally are on the flattest part of the grounds. They're the easiest part. It allows a player to ease into the round. The middle 6 holes, you start getting more bumpy, more hilly, and they start it gets a little more challenging. The final 6 holes generally play into the wind coming off the sea, and so you're having to challenge, or it's making the course longer, the holes more difficult, and the more difficult to get your yardages. They basically call it heaven, purgatory, and hell. The split into 3 parts. I don't know I haven't been able to look and see what direction the wind's coming today, because Thursday the wind switched. The wind was actually behind them coming in, and it threw a lot of them off. But I don't know what the wind's going to do today. But yeah, as you're talking about, Kevin, I would not be surprised. Justin Thomas looks like he's playing himself back into this tournament after it looked like he played himself out of the tournament yesterday. So if you can post a score early, you can get your – JT's making a good argument. Adam Scott, who won last week, was in the running to win last week in Scotland. Sunjae M, just like you mentioned, these guys, if you can get yourself under par, Lowry, Rose, Brown, the rest of these guys that tee off later – are going to have their hands full just to stay where they are.
I'm laughing, Chip, watching this Languis, or I can't even pronounce his name, quit after he chipped from one side of the green to the other into the high grass, and then he grabbed his back like his back made him do that. It's been an issue. It's been an issue out there for some guys.
This is true Open Championship golf. The rough, the gorse bushes, the thickness of the rough, and again, it's not been as dry this year, so that's it. Always the rough there and that wheat always looks high, but it's not been as thick in a few years because of how dry it's been over there the past few years. This year, it's lush, it's thick, it's challenging to get out of. The holes to keep an eye on, the 2 holes I would tell y'all really to watch. Obviously, one of the more famous holes in golf is number 8, the very short par 3, about 125 yards. It's known as the postage stamp. Looks like it's very straightforward and simple. Just hit the green and you're okay. The challenge is hitting the green, and if you do miss the green, you've got about 5 different bunkers there, and we all know about the famous revetted pot bunkers at the open rotation courses, but those bunkers on 8 are violent. We had a gentleman yesterday. The bunker, if you're looking at the green from the tee, the bunker on the left is known as coffin bunker, and there's a reason it's called that. We had a guy yesterday. I forget who it was. He was in that bunker. He couldn't chip straight out to the pin. He chipped out towards the front of the green. The ball released and ended up in the front bunker on that same hole. So he went from out of the frying pan into the fire. So you've got that so number 8's a fun hole to watch just because of the challenge, as short as it is. These players are hitting it longer, bigger swing speeds. They still can't wrangle it in a lot of the time. And then also number 11 is a dangerous hole. It's known as Railway because it comes right up against a train line on the right side of the hole. and that is out of bounds. So it really squeezes the hole. But if you try to just miss left to avoid the out of bounds, there's some of the heaviest, thickest gorse bushes on the left side of the fairway. So it really pinches the hole and makes it a challenge for the golfers. I want to say that's where Shane Lowry got in trouble yesterday. I don't know if he hit one out of bounds or not, but he ended up making a double bogey. If he had just parred that hole, he's at 9 under right now.
Well, who you got if you're putting some money down on it right now, Chip?
I would say it's hard. Scheffler has put himself right where he needs to be, but he's in one of those afternoon waves. It's going to be hard to see. Now, you're talking about a historically great ball striker right now, how he's been hitting the ball the past 2 years.
He answers questions
so
like Tom
can
does,
he control his ball? Can he control his ball in this weather? If he can do that, and if he can manage the elements, and he's got the demeanor to handle these tough conditions, I wouldn't. Don't put it past him to compete.
So you picked Tiger? Is that who you said?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I must be breaking up. So
I just logged into ESPN Bet and put 10 on Scotty Scheffler.
there you go.
Hey, look, Scotty Scheffler is over 3-1 right now. Anytime you get 3-1 odds on Scotty Scheffler and he's on the leaderboard, go ahead and put it just for fun. Just throw your friendly wager on that.
Tom and I are in accord on that. So JT and the weather looks like it's going to be the best it will be tomorrow for the entire week. So you look at what JT's doing right now. You look at these guys. Another group to watch out for now. Again, they're playing later. The weather's going to get worse, but best friends playing together. Patrick Cantley and Xander Schauffele. Schauffele's already won a major this year at the PGA. Cantley was in the running to win the U.S. Open before DeChambeau ran away with it. And those two guys, they are best friends. They and their wives hang out together. They're Ryder Cup playing partners. They generally play most of the Ryder Cup matches and President's Cup matches together. So they should be very comfortable together. Could probably be a little encouraging for each other. They and their caddies will be very familiar. So keep an eye on them. That could either go really well. Both of them can get on a heater and help encourage each other to go low. Or if one of them is struggling, both of them might be struggling. But that would be the group to keep an eye on. I agree with Tom. Scheffler's put himself right where he needs to be, and I'm looking. JT's put himself. If he keeps this momentum up, with the weather calmer tomorrow, he's put himself right back into contention.
All right, Chip. Well, you go take care of the family and quit bothering us.
No, I can do that, guys. Hey, y'all have a great rest of the show. We'll talk to you soon.
And bring home some grits for Tom.
I can manage that.
All righty. All right, so I've been sitting there watching. Terry, you don't have to hit it, but Terry, the problem these golfers have is that they ain't played enough rounds at Briar Creek and Pine Grove growing up.
But you showing this picture right here, but Tiger did the same thing yesterday, and a couple other ones did the same thing. They had hit it, and it'd go like 4 feet in front of them.
Looks like me.
I mean,
it's deep.
I mean, at that point, it's just kind of stupid. I mean,
Take it.
You ain't supposed to
I'm
hit
really,
there, Tom.
I'm really telling you the truth. I could do that. So there you go. And I would look like a genius. They'd have me on television.
I think Chef Ramsay designed this course, right? I mean, could you see Chef Ramsay out there? What are you doing?
I got one comment for Tiger, and then I got one other video, and then we'll get moving here. This is let's see, where did it go? All right, now remember, this is the British broadcasters and not the American broadcast. So let's see if this one does actually work, Zach. If we got it working now.
Uneven ground. And you look at the eyes, you've got to think that there's quite a lot of painkillers being taken to cope with the pain, Not easy.
Did you hear that? Listen.
He's taking painkillers is what he's saying.
Yeah, but listen what he said about that.
And you look at the eyes, you've got to think that there's quite a lot of painkillers being taken.
He doesn't know he's taking painkillers. He's just, that's the guy standing on the course with him saying, I'm looking into his eyes saying he looks like he's taking painkillers.
That's
kind of,
but that's the British though, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's honest. He's saying what he's saying, but like it's a little out of pocket or out of hand.
I remember
saying I think he's on painkillers because of what his eyes look like.
There was a British guy at one of my teachers' conferences one time, and everybody was like, "We just like to listen to you talk. Don't you like to listen to us talk?" He goes, "No." I mean, that's just the way they are. I mean, it's like if you don't want like brutal honesty, don't ask them.
No.
I mean, watch Hell's Kitchen. I mean, that's kind of the way they are. So it doesn't surprise me. And he probably is on painkillers and liquor and a bunch of other stuff because, he's Tiger Woods. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. I guess I get sued maybe, but
Here are things that were not invented. The last time Rory McIlroy won a major. HDMI.
That's
Central Florida, Scarlet Knights. AirPods. Or is that the Las Vegas? That's the Las Vegas Knights, not Central Florida.
Yeah.
Stupid me. It's as new as the Scarlet Knight. 5G, an Apple iWatch, college football playoff, Fortnite, TikTok, and finally, Tom, my 9-year-old daughter.
how Bella just turned 10 though, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, happy
10,
birthday.
Because since he hasn't won yet this weekend,
Yeah.
is my 10-year-old daughter.
I don't know about you. I always think of Roy still being like young. I don't know.
When
why
did he
that
win
is,
this?
but
When did he
he's
win
getting
his
up there.
major? When did he
I
win
guess
his
10 years ago.
Mhm.
They've had HDMI for more than 10 years. I hate to tell you that.
Tom will try to fact check anything. Have a laugh, Tom.
I mean, do facts
it's just
not
a
matter?
picture.
Is this the same man? Is this the
It's
same man?
just a picture of it. It's a fun joke, Tom. It's been a while since Rory.
It's not funny. If it's
now
not
we have
true.
to have to Google it, Terry. Let's see when HDMI was invented.
HDMI. I still don't know the year that Roy last won a major.
HDMI was, let's see, high definition multiple interface, Hitachi, blah blah.
I mean, that's like in the mid 2000s.
Tom, does it really care?
Does it really care? Does it really matter? Is that what you're trying to say? Does it really care? You're trying to say, do you really care or does it really matter? I mean, if you're going to
Tom.
insult me, speak the language correctly.
He might say your
If
feelings.
you want to insult me, just get it right.
I mean, come
He
on.
might say your feelings.
Does
are
it
feelings.
really care? No, Terry, does it matter? Yes, it
Oh,
matters.
my
And
God.
the answer is yes, because facts matter. Don't bring your feelings to a fact fight. When did Roy last win a major?
I don't know.
Well, why
Tom.
don't you look it
You
up?
know,
You
probably
got
9 years
got
ago.
Hit the
one?
button.
To come
I
from
mean-
Rich Beam, Nick later on. I'm in the company now of Dame Laura and Henny. Much more to come from
Why he's teeing
Rich
off
Beam, Nick
That
later
is
on.
really
in the
close.
company
about
now of
15
Dame Laura
feet away.
And Henny.
The train blows by.
2002.
Much more to come from
2002.
Rich Beam,
That's what
Nick
Rory
later
made
on.
it.
I'm in the company now of Dame Laura and Henny.
That's when he won his last major.
So
2002 is when HDMI was invented.
okay, when
Oh.
was the major?
You looked up all that other stuff before you looked up what you was asking?
Roy's last major was 2014.
Good point, Tom.
Oh,
It's been 11 years.
All right, I'm showing you this train. Have any
Or
of y'all
10
been
years,
to England?
excuse me. It's been 10 years.
Have any of y'all been to England or rode a train before? Like not like in the
I'm
subway.
not going to Europe, period.
So-
you can
so
go to Europe if you want. I'm
This is in England, so I can specifically. I guess it's in England. I don't know where are they this week. Where is Troon? Am I wrong on the country? Somebody look up what country that's in. So my it's not Scotland or whatever. But anyway, I've rode these trains. Got a train going to Liverpool, and these jokers pass by each other so close. Like I swear, every time you almost like not pee yourself, but it's like you take a quick breath. Like God, one little fat guy on the other train doing this, and we're about to hit. It is. You can almost. It looks like you can feel the wind. You're going by so
Scotland.
close. Scotland was in Royal Troon, so that's crazy. They will put anything up next to the tracks. You'll ride, and then you'll just stop. And there'll be some guy there. You'll see cows and whatever. It's like riding through the country, North Carolina, like Western Hills, of North Carolina, and then you'll get to a train stop and there's just some country folks there at the train. I swear it's like what is it, 1800s and something.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Royal Troon's train going by.
It reminds me of a murder mystery.
JP, I've got something for you. I got a tennis
Really?
shot for you because I think I'm done with golf. Where's my this one right here? All right, JP. Is this the best? Oh, come on! Oops, sorry, a little bit there. Zach, turn it down.
I did.
Is this the best shot in tennis history? Sandy Murray falls down on his back. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That's pretty impressive. At least he appreciates the other guy appreciated it.
Yeah, he did.
It's not the best shot in tennis history, but that is one of the great. That is a great shot, I will say. As we would say in my house, oh, that was a pretty.
JP, you have no idea what the best shot in tennis history was.
I don't know. I know that I've seen quite a few.
You have not seen quite a few.
Yes, I have.
You haven't stopped playing video games on your phone long enough to know.
I haven't been on my phone since I got here. Tom.
Oh my goodness! Since
he got here.
Since he got here.
There you go. So while he was on the road,
While he was in the drive-through at McDonald's, he was on the phone.
He was.
Actually, I wasn't.
He was.
What was I going to say? Did Djokovic get his little feelings hurt? Djokovic got beat at Wimbledon.
he finished
Hey,
second.
man.
At Wimbledon. Yeah,
He
got-
finished second.
He got
Actually,
beat.
this guy actually beat him last year at Wimbledon as well. So
It
this
is
is
so
this guy's second
it's
year.
so sad when Djokovic gets beat, isn't it? It's just a sad day.
JP, how
really.
many has he won?
7.
How many has he totally won?
7.
Majors.
Majors.
Oh, I don't know about majors.
That's what he's trying to say.
No, he's won 7 Wimbledons, which means he's 1 off of tying Roger
Sampras.
Federer.
Yeah.
What
So
about
if
how
I
many
do
times
not
Sampras-
win
How
it,
many times Sampras win it?
Three?
7.
Was it that many?
Sampras won at 7. Federer's won at 8. Right now,
Okay.
Federer's the
Yeah.
most decade Wimbledon because he's won 8, and right now Djokovic is trying to tie him, but he hasn't.
And
been
how
able
does
to.
one guy win it 8 times? Does the rest of the world just suck that bad?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, how could you let one guy win that same tournament?
You remember
8 times?
Federer? He was, kind of like the Tiger of tennis.
He was.
At
I
one
mean,
time he was, yeah. At one time.
I mean, he held the number 1 spot for the longest, I think, amount of time of anybody that's ever.
I mean, doesn't the other guys practice a little harder so they can beat him? It's just stupid. How do you let one guy win 8 times?
Hey, I mean,
well, I mean,
on, guys.
What a take.
really, I mean, Nadal.
Could y'all practice?
They
a
were
little
all
bit more?
playing then.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they
so
came up. They kind of come up
Yeah.
at the end of his career.
Pete
it's almost
Sampras
like
was before them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Need to bring in Chef Ramsay as your coach.
well, I mean, that was the
Inspire
thing.
you
I
a little
mean,
bit.
when you look at it, there are 5 main players when it comes to tennis. That I mean, from today, I mean, Federer was 1. It was Nadal, Djokovic, Andy Murray. No, actually, it was only 4. Sorry, I thought there was a 5th.
Andy Murray.
Yeah, he was. One
Andy
of them.
Murray's not even in the same category as them other guys.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, he was in one of the top spots. That's
JP
big
was
because-
right because this is the greatest highlight in tennis history. Zach, make sure the volume's up on this one because you got to hear this one.
What did he
That is
do?
a kid's face
He
hitting
tripped.
a wall.
Yeah, that
I mean, but why did he run into the wall?
Tripped over the dirt.
Tripped.
Oh, he tripped.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
clay
watch his-
course, I
yeah,
mean,
watch his-
hey.
It's his foot.
But why did he run into the wall?
Sorry.
That's fine.
That's loud.
Do what, Tom?
I mean, I don't understand. Why is... Never mind. It just
Why did he
doesn't-
trip into the wall?
Why
People
is he
trip.
running straight toward... I mean...
I wonder if he was going to
Usually
give the
they're
tennis
not
ball to maybe somebody in the
But they're
stands.
not behind. They're generally to the side, like they run out from the side. Not from... they don't run.
He's on the side, yeah.
And look at him get up like nothing happened. His whole
That's the funny
face,
part. The
his
guy
whole
turns
face
around
smashed in.
and looks at him. He just.
He's probably back there spitting blood and everything else right now.
This is a video they actually met the guy a few years later. All right, JP, I think that's about it.
Okay.
To try to make Tom smile this morning, but
I smile all the time.
No, he don't. No, he does not.
Yeah, we need a picture of Anton Ego from Ratatouille, and that's Tom's face.
That's my nickname, Smiling Tommy. That's my name because I'm always smiling, always happy.
all right, we'll be back in a minute. KDCBroadcasting.com.
With the change of seasons, today's Pro in Shelby is having a sale, a clearance sale on the remaining name brand gas logs. Some are slightly used and some brand new, but they all come with the manufacturer's warranty. Also, displays are on sale as well. Come in and save and get ready for pool season. Today's Pro has all your pool supplies, and yes, they do water testing too. That's Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-600-8393. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Like them on Facebook too. Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville offers various mortgage options to fit your goals and budget with a dedicated mortgage loan officer to help guide you through the process. Contact Carolina Federal Credit Union today at 704-435-0186. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing, Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville can help you. Learn more at carolinafcu.org or visit their office at 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. Carolina Federal Credit Union, an equal housing lender.
The Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get 3.9% APR financing and up to $3,500 cash with approved credit for qualified buyers. But that's not all. Suzuki Fest is underway with 2.9% APR financing for 36 months for qualified buyers. And get the hottest ride of the summer with the Yamaha Slingshot with no money down or 5.99% APR financing for qualified buyers or $1,000 in customer cash. Come in for the details at Full Throttle Power Sports, 101 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Welcome to Coyote Country. Around here, we like to go out and get a little wild on the weekends. Usually round up some friends, cruise the strip, might even go out for a late night bite. And if there's time, catch a good show. This is Coyote Country, and it's calling. Experience the CS 2410 and Mecron UTV at your Coyote dealer and answer the call.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 18 North, the 27 West intersection in Vale. Going fishing? Head first to the Great Outdoors in Cherryville. Guy Acre has some great deals, including Fenwick world-class rods, regular $330, now $199, and they come with a lifetime warranty. Gray and blue all-star rods, $50. Daiwa rods, $49.99. The Great Outdoors carries Turtle Box Bluetooth speakers. Also, all kinds of deer attractant, including Buck Gem, Booger Sugar, Imperial 30-06, and more. And they come in a variety of flavors. Great deals await you at the Great Outdoors, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. Online at teamgreatoutdoors.com. Like them on Facebook, too. For over 60 years, Honda Motorcycles of Shelby has been serving this area, and they continue to do so today. Right now, you'll find a good inventory of dirt bikes, plus 150 and up to 450 models of on- and off-road bikes. See the new 2024 Honda Rebel, along with 4x4 ATVs and side-by-sides, including the Pioneer and the Talon, plus Gold Wings and Trikes. And don't forget about their parts and service department. That's Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
JP, I got video for you. Pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
All right.
I'm watching the screen.
In the new college football game that's come out, you can. Now, this is one of the most advanced parts, I think, of the game that people. I didn't know it had it. I haven't got it yet, but you've always been able to, build your own team or franchise, but now they allow you to import your own logos. So people are building. So, for example, Tom, the HBC schools, people are building those, and you can load them up. So if I build a school, create their graphics and stuff, I can upload it on the network, and then you can go and download it, and you don't have to do the work or whatever, but other people do it for you. So there's all kinds of different ones right now. This is one JP I thought would like it. They made, let's see, the Tatooine. Oh, I'll read it in a second as soon as it gets bigger. All right, Zach, hit the button. The Tatooine Sandcrawlers, JP. So
That's hilarious.
there's their jerseys. It's sand colored, obviously, but you can do, like I said, you can do anything you want. Like you're not restricted to any other logos. Like you can put the picture of JP on there, and so JP. Whenever I get this game, I you're the logo man. I'm gonna put a picture of you on a helmet and we're gonna have the JPs. See if somebody downloads them, Tom.
Or instead of playing that game, you can go out and clean up your yard, something you should be doing. Or you can sit in there and play a video game.
I don't have a PlayStation 5 to even buy the game.
Zach, what are you gonna do? You gonna play the video game?
He's
or
gonna
go
play
out and do your yard
He's gonna play
work?
the video game.
I'm gonna get. I'm gonna see if my son will play a little bit with me.
Well, at least a nice save. You do have children.
I don't play hardly
do have
ever.
children.
I used to play a lot, but it's been like
He's kind of like the dad who acts like he wants the kid to play with him and then takes the remote away from him. I think Zach's that dad.
no. I'm the dad that used to be good at games, and then my son kills me, so I don't play no more.
I have not seriously. I have not played video games since the early '90s, and I cannot. If I try to sit there and play a video game, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it.
All right, let's go to our guessing game. Olympians. It's Olympics this year. We're talking college sports. Which school do you guys think? Let's see if I can get this big for you guys in a second. Which school do you guys think has the most Olympians in this year's Olympics? Olympians by school. The number one school has 51 athletes. Former athletes doesn't mean current. In the Olympics. Who's the king of Olympic sports, Tom? Got a guess?
I don't know. Got to be a California school, like a warm weather school out west. I'd say UCLA.
That's what I was thinking.
I'd say Stanford.
UCLA is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9th with 24. Terry nailed it with Stanford.
Because he saw the graphic
I know
at
he
the top.
did.
I can't help it. It was up there.
Stanford's 1, SC's 2, Michigan 3, Florida, California, Texas, LSU, Tennessee, UCLA, Arkansas, Arizona, Penn State, Duke, Florida State, Harvard, Indiana, and Wisconsin. And then NC State's got 11 athletes. Carolina's got 10. See, I don't look. Anybody see
A lot of time it's like rich people sports, like rowing and stuff. Like poor people don't do that. You know, so it's like they act like they're the greatest athletes.
Princeton's got 13 athletes.
I guarantee you that if you went to like some of these areas where these economically disadvantaged kids and went, say, hey, you want to learn how to row, and did it, they would just dominate, you know, much more than
these are
Harvard and Princeton.
These are Olympic sports.
Yeah.
I don't see App on here. I guess we don't have a single Olympian this year.
Oh, I'm so good
There's
at
Coastal Carolina. There's 2 of them.
I'm so good at polo. And geez, I wonder, you know, because we know that kids growing up in the projects get to play polo all the time. So it's just fencing, you know, stupid stuff that costs a lot of money to do, and specialized training and things like that.
Can we rotate this back again?
What?
Let's go back to the start when all this thing was asking, and you were asking what school.
Mm-hmm.
And you have it up there. Wouldn't you want Tom in your class? Oh, it's a school out west, man. UCLA.
I didn't even put it up on the big thing.
After he's seen it.
And y'all
I
cheat.
didn't.
Even after he's seen it,
Terry,
he'll give you the wrong answer to make a zero.
I didn't look at it. Just because you cheat doesn't mean everybody else does. It's because you. I mean, obviously you cheated your way through school, because
Well,
if you
Tom,
didn't cheat your way through school, you could speak the English
Tom,
language.
you just got through saying
you
when he
have-
saw
you
the
have
graphic you
difficulty
put up.
doing.
Well, then you did too.
I saw the graphic, but I didn't look at it. Seeing the graphic up there and looking at it to see what the answer is. Two
Oh,
different
so you
things.
don't check your surroundings when things are going on, Tom.
No, the rule at the show is you're not supposed to look at it like Zach does all the time. And then you just did it, and you just like Stanford, even though you had no idea. You don't even know where Stanford is. Where is it?
Depression.
Where is it?
Or
No, we're not going to go to all that. We're not going to rotate the question back to me.
This is like, who's the head coach of Boston Celtics, and he never answers the question.
No, we're not going to rotate the question
Terry,
back to me.
Where is
We're
Stanford?
not even answering
Where
that.
is it?
No, we're not
Where
even.
is it?
We're not even going to
Where
answer
is
the question.
it?
Say
He
Ohio.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
He
Say
doesn't know.
Ohio.
Yeah, it's probably in Ohio.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know where it is.
Yeah.
That's why he's not answering the question. He has no idea where it is. Palo
Stanford. I was
Alto,
about to say, is it
California.
Palo Alto?
Terry, that's where it is. Write it down so you actually know
Congratulations to
something.
you, Tom.
Has
for
either one
knowing.
of y'all ever been to Palo Alto, California?
I've been to the Bay Area. It's very nice.
All right, so here is, and I can't remember what I was playing. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Have y'all seen Lane Kiffin and Paul Feinbaum go back and forth here? Tom?
Is
Terry?
Lane Kiffin still a coach, or did he get
Yes.
fired again?
He's in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Well,
Did he
this,
get fired again?
well, this is him.
I've heard he get fired
This is him
again.
talking to Paul Feinbaum about that exact thing, Tom.
Okay.
Well, this guy's kind of irritates me.
Your line, but I'll steal your line, but I was going through a deep depression over this incorrect guilt that you tried to lay on me, which preceded that move. Had something to do with Southern California.
Oh, yeah. When you got me fired at USC, I got myself fired at USC, but you didn't help.
It's a better
that.
story if I got you fired.
You really did. Because it is a true story that the athletic director and the president were on that trip. We were playing that night, and you were on college game day and you had to make your big splash, and they were watching it because I know the other person in the room that was watching it with them, and you said what a joke I was, and I'm the Miley Cyrus of college football coaching, and I should be fired, and they looked at each other, and later that night I was fired.
Yeah, by the way.
So, but hey, look what happened. I would have never gotten to work for Coach Saban. All these other things wouldn't happen. So I appreciate you for helping getting me fired. Thank you.
Look at what you're doing today. You're predicted to go to the playoffs. And look at Miley Cyrus. She's had a nice comeback.
So
too.
you're wrong on that. I mean, you like putting me down with that. So really, I don't really know what you're good at. Like you predicted that Coach Saban was done. That didn't happen. You,
I agree.
Basically said Miley Cyrus stinks, and she's still going.
Yeah.
Are they predicting Mississippi to go to the playoff?
I
That's
don't
interesting.
know. I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
That's interesting.
But do you ever listen to Paul?
He
irritates
awful.
the heck out of me, man. He's
He does-
SEC diehard, whatever. Everybody else he hates. I just.
So with new games, sometimes the graphics department don't get everything quite right. So, fair warning, if you're playing with Tennessee and Colorado, or any team of that matter that your mascot has a tail, don't worry, Tom, y'all's don't, that the graphic department may
Nuts don't have tails.
may have some issues. Nuts don't have tails. But yeah, Terry, can you wait to see Mr. and Mrs. Wolf?
That's
No.
that's obviously Photoshop.
It is not.
That's Photoshop.
It is not, Tom.
No, that's Photoshop. That's you could tell by the background behind the one on the list.
It's just when they turn the graphics.
God almighty, it's Photoshop.
Hater. Pull it up, Tom, and go fact check that one for me. See if it's Photoshop, please.
No. I mean, it's just like
Oh,
you just put up BS up there all the time.
What are you talking about? Here's Kirby Smart talking about Nick Saban being a part of the media.
It's weird. I mean, the call I did to set up for this media days was like, I was like nervous. I was like, for 15 minutes, I'm going to share with him about my team. I'm like, I feel like I'm giving answers to Darth Vader or something. So it's very different.
Tom, would you talk about your team with Nick Saban?
I wouldn't talk to Nick.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, Tom wouldn't talk to Nick Saban.
Yeah, I mean, you've had a lot to do with, just
you get
making college football worse. You use people for your own good. I mean,
Then you leave when the playing field is level.
Yeah, whatever.
And he won.
Did I ever say he didn't win?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, but he's dirty.
That's okay.
He's a
You
terrible
couldn't get
human
all
being.
the people at Ohio State that he got at Alabama.
If you put him and Krzyzewski up there, who you like better?
Recruit for Ohio State. Too.
I don't think I have the video, and I'm not going to go look for it. But I just saw a video the other day of Bobby Knight talking about John Wooden, and he said, "I respect John as a coach. He was a good coach, but I do not respect him as a man at all."
John Wooden?
Yes.
Why?
Because Bobby Knight accused or said what we say about Sabanism is that they get their recruits any way possible.
Johnny Wooden?
And Tom, how do you think Lou Alcindor got there and Bill Walton and everybody went to
It's
UCLA?
UCLA. What
it wasn't
young guy doesn't want to
UCLA.
be?
It wasn't then. It ain't now. Who goes to UCLA now?
See, but that's something I do not understand. Like, okay, you can come to Southern California where there's women everywhere and beautiful weather.
Bobby Knight named.
You know what I mean?
Bobby Knight named.
You can go to Indiana.
Bobby Knight
seriously,
named. Bobby Knight named his fixer, the one that is in all the books, claiming that he's the one that's paying everybody. So he named the guy that pays everybody.
Okay.
But
I didn't know that about Johnny Wooden. I'll say that, but it's like if you take 18-year-old Tom and you have to pretend he was an athlete, which he wasn't. But if you said, "Hey, would you like to come to Southern California?" And where does everybody go when they're done? They moved to they moved to Southern California.
It's been 30 years since
It doesn't
UCLA.
But what I'm saying,
won. It's been 60 since
and
John Wooden was alive.
What I'm telling you,
And he's talking about.
But I don't get it.
I'm listening.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't get it. Just Terry, because
You think John Wooden was clean?
What's that?
You think he was clean?
Well, because everybody talks about how great he was and how he was like, this sage and philosopher and never yelled at his players, never cursed.
I'll find him if I need to.
He never cursed.
He said he did not respect John Wooden.
Well, I mean, he probably knows something we don't. That's what happened. But everybody glorifies John Wooden. Doesn't he run like, I can remember people talking about, I read his book. And,
Listen, in 40 years, that's how people's going to talk about Nick Saban.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
They're going to come on and say, well, like Terry just said, well, he won.
And if you remember, everybody's gonna have the YouTube clips of Krzyzewski on the commercials being the
how great he was.
Yeah, the good guy.
You want to sit back
us
and say
live.
Bear Bryant wasn't like that when he was winning?
All right, Zach, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Guarantee he was.
Of 73, you end up in the Final Four. I mean, year 2, you've got this Big Ten school, and you're still a young guy in the Final Four, and you face the great UCLA Bruins and John Wooden.
Well, I've never been a Wooden fan. Now
that's like almost heresy.
And not to me, it isn't. Wooden had a guy named Sam Gilbert. Are you familiar with that name?
Yes.
I'm glad you are.
I am.
And
he kind of did the dirty work.
Not kind.
So Buck knew it, right? He already knew it.
All right.
And Buck was like, he was defending Wooden right there off the bat.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Sam Gilbert was the
Bob's
number
like,
one
I already
recruiter.
know you're full of crap.
For
He was basically the NIL before the NIL.
I have a lot of respect for Wooden as a coach, how he coached. He was a good coach. But from then on, I don't mind saying it, I don't respect Wooden because he allowed Sam Gilbert to do whatever it took to recruit kids. And one time he told me, he said, I just didn't know how to deal with Sam Gilbert. And I'm saying to myself, well, I damn sure should have dealt with him. And personally, I like John, as a person. But the whole UCLA, it isn't just John, it's a whole UCLA approach to recruiting. I think that John was called in and told he didn't have to worry about recruiting, that they had people that would take care of that for him. And that's coming from people that really know the circumstance.
Yeah, but John Wood never choked anybody at practice either.
because Bobby Knight didn't have Lou Alcindor over there.
Yeah, he never choked anybody. He never,
Who
threw a
choked?
chair.
Was that Steve Alford?
I can't remember who he choked. It was just kind of.
He probably deserved it.
Yeah, he probably did. I mean, old school. I mean, adults used to choke us all the time. I'm sure Terry's generation, Terry got choked every day. But yeah, I mean, I think that Bobby Knight did some things in the public eye to ruin his reputation, and what he's saying is probably accurate about Wooden. There's things you don't know because, all you think about is the championship.
But it seemed like it looked like that the machine was bigger than Wooden.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
because he said I don't know how to deal with it. I mean, and are you going to say don't give me the good players?
I would
anymore?
have turned it around. I would have said, well, okay, if he comes to Indiana and recruits all those players, Lou Alcindor comes to Indiana, are you going to say no? I think he was wrongly recruited. No, you'd have
took him.
Right, you'd have took him. I mean, so
there's a little bit of a. I want to play this for Terry, but he slips in 2 cuss words here in the middle of it. I ain't
don't
do it. I'm not going to
do it. Break, maybe.
But I want to tell Terry or show you guys the video still because this is a guy landing in the I think it was the Charlotte area. Is it Charlotte or Raleigh? Pretty sure it's Charlotte. Let me back up just to make sure because Tom will fact check it. Why does the school board the Charlotte airport mostly support losers? Terry is his quote. Okay. So he goes through the airport. This is the team store, Tom. This is the scoreboard store. So he wants to see some sports teams. And he says, why is there nothing but losers in here? And he's walking in, and I could just see Terry doing this type of thing. So he's just this is a Reinhardt type of thing. So you got UNC and Duke there on the front of the store. He's gonna go in and check out some merchandise here. What can you find? So you got. Let's see. First thing on the wall, we got Clemson. Then we got some Tar Heels. Then we got some Panthers. More Panthers. More Tar Heels. Some Charlotte Hornets hats. And so Terry, he's just looking, Terry. What's he looking for, Terry? You can't find no Final Four merchandise around here. There's the whole Duke section. They got two corners of Duke sections. And there's Carolina.
This is probably the truth. I mean,
There's
a lot
more
of places
Clemson.
I go in, that's what you see.
There's some pink unicorns.
I tell you where you can find some NC State stuff at.
And now hold on.
Cracker Barrel.
Hold on. Now, Zach, hit the audio.
Okay. It's
Cracker,
on. Yep.
Cracker Barrel.
Waffle House.
Heck?
I don't think he wasn't joking.
Oh, I'll take a picture next time I go.
All right. What's this?
Where's the NC State stuff?
NC State?
Yeah, North Carolina State.
We got some back there. They're red.
They're red. Yeah, you're right, buddy.
Have you heard of NC State?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. We got one thing.
Wow.
And
That's
if
nice,
you notice,
though, Terry. That's a nice.
If you
nice
notice, the one
pullover.
above it isn't even a state thing.
No, I thought
It's
that's
a
what I
hurricane.
thought that's what he was going to give him.
Yeah.
Or a Gamecocks is what I thought it was going to be.
But it
There
is
it is.
bad.
We got
One
one thing.
T-shirt rack, Terry.
You know that.
Hey, I don't see any app shirts in there.
No.
What is all this?
Kevin, I
Clemson ain't even in Charlotte.
Kevin, I thought about you the other day because
Or North Carolina.
I was watching. No, it was a political commentator who was talking about something, and there was a big old Appalachian State helmet in there. I was like, oh, I wonder if Kevin's watching this. It's like one of the news contributors went to Appalachian State.
Yeah, right behind him.
Right behind
I did
him. Yeah,
see
did you
that.
see that?
Yeah, I did.
Big old Appalachian State.
Sure was.
So here's something funny. You know, you was talking about the video game and everything, and so it's been 10 years since the game was out. When the game was out, most of the people that were playing it were still in college and everything. So now, like, all the jokes about all the dads and stuff getting on there and playing their kids and running the option, because in Madden and stuff, there's no option in the NFL, and there's all these trick plays in college, and everybody's talking about, I'm recruiting this. And to me, it's crazy seeing people talk about the weirdest things, like there's a video for everything: how to recruit, how to run this, how to do this. And I'm like, I knew all this like 25 years ago when we were playing in college. But Zach, you're talking about, everybody's talking about their kids whipping them though, because they watch all the videos and know all the tricks and the cheats.
My son does.
As opposed to, hey, I'm just going to run this play but I don't really mind it. You know, I do the plays, the pass play. They're looking for the, you know, all these routes and this and that. And Terry, as someone who played quarterback, I'm looking at two things, and then after that, it's like they're looking at so much stuff. Like they're blitzing and doing all this. I'm like, if the guy's not open, it's a video game. You throw it, and there's too much thinking behind it. But anyway, a lot of people are doing these rivalry games to start off to have fun. And this is someone, I don't know if you noticed the score, Terry.
Yeah, I see that. I've already looked at that. 112 to nothing.
Wait a minute. That ain't even the bad part. 10 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
He's shotgun 4 wide receivers. And we're going deep, boys.
Why not score another?
That's the guy playing breathing.
Question is, did he go for 2 to make it a $1.20?
He probably did.
Did he give the old, why'd you go for 2? Because I couldn't go for 3.
That's right. That's right. You know, we talking about looking at the
my kicker's leg.
the kids
was
looking
hurt.
at the ways to play the game and stuff like that. So I took Judah up to the Forest City arcade, and he loves to play the old stuff, but I kicked his tail royally on Duck Hunt.
I'm Duck Hunt.
Destroyed him.
Well, guys, they got the most important part of college football. Do y'all know what it is? Zach, I know you're looking. Terry and Tom, you got to guess.
Oh, Lordy. Here we go.
If it's
again.
in the game, Terry, it's in the
It's
game.
in the game.
But Tom, you know, Tom will say this is photoshopped. But boys, don't worry. If you want to be Texas A&M, the Yale squad is
In the game.
The game. There you go, Tom. What are they doing, Terry?
Oh, Lord.
Please go on if you're on the radio and watch this later. Check out the Texas A&M Yale squad, Terry. You got anybody that? Yeah, it looks like a bunch of Reinhardts out there dancing.
Yeah.
I heard Westlake was installing the Yell Squad this year. No? Not up at Burns?
No.
Maybe the Rebel Yell Squad.
No Yell Squad. I know y'all like that one. Oh, my goodness. All right, I got to ask Tom for that one later. There's not college. There's the golf. I could miss that one earlier. All right, got a couple. Here it is. So how about, Dion and the other kid, Travis Hunter's a really good big recruit for Colorado. So they're playing the game and streaming. Travis Hunter is playing, and someone asked him, "Is this O-line realistic?" And he's running around for his life back there. He says, "Yeah, they were very realistic. They can't block for nothing." So Terry, you're a lineman. Now this is the wide receiver of the corner. So it ain't Shador. I thought it was Shador at first. And I was like, "Oh God, he's in so much trouble with those dudes."
No, that's the wide receiver, the cornerback guy.
The lineman would usually just not block for you or something, get back at you. I don't know what they're going to do to the wide receiver. He might end up in a shower or something, but I don't know what.
If you remember,
he's got something coming to him.
You remember Dion threw the offensive line under the bus,
Correct.
and he got rid of them all. So I
He
guess the
did,
new
every
offensive
one of
line,
'em.
they're all gone now.
Apparently his new ones can't block either, or unless that's based off.
It's probably based off.
Well, he
whatever it
said
is
that
last
before
year.
he ever got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go hunt you another job.
All right, I got a couple more videos for we out of the NCAA. Any y'all got any other comments? NCAA sports, football, anything going on right now? Besides state dodging app as usual, but we talked about that last week. All right, a couple more little videos before we go out for some fun. I missed earlier. Here's some golf. Zach, This is Jose Canseco tweeting out A-Rod playing golf. Check out A-Rod swing, Tom. In the light rough.
Not even set up properly.
Oh,
Lord, good God. What the heck?
I don't know what he hit. He shaking off something immediately to his right and about hit himself in the face with the ball.
Look like one of mine.
Jose Canseco loved that, Tom.
Oh,
Absolutely
God,
pathetic. He was coming. That's whose feet I got it from. Was Jose. He's relentless with A-Rod on that, I guess. All right, let's see. I think I had one more. All right, last one, then we'll go to break. I forgot to open golf from last one. Guys, this ball is one of the most amazing shots. Okay? Zach, I want you to do me. JP, can you hear me in there? Turn your mic on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you count?
Say again.
Can you count?
Yes.
To like 35?
Yes.
Okay. Or 40, possibly.
Okay.
Are you watching the screen?
Yes.
Do you know what a green is? When the ball hits the green, do you know what that means?
It hits where they're near the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I want you to start counting.
Okay.
Just a moment ago, at the par 3 16th, Pei-Yun Chen of Taiwan.
Which direction is she going to take? Is she going to take the slope or go right at it?
Start
Nickname
counting.
is Money.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Wait for
9,
it.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Oh,
16,
no.
17,
Is it gonna stop there, Grant?
19,
Has
20,
to go down that
21,
hill.
I'm not
22,
giving up yet.
23, 24,
I'm betting on Lake
25,
Geneva.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33,
Money.
34, 35, 36, 37.
Bam! She's in!
30-some seconds after hitting the green, the ball goes into the hole. We'll be back in a minute.
I'd be like, take that portion, take it off the thing.
KCC
It was a hole in one, you win the Porsche.
We'll be back in a little bit.
To get to the hole.
Hi, I'm
that
Calvin
was
Hastings,
very
and I want to
dramatic.
invite you to join me along with Matt Blanchard as the grand opening continues this Saturday, July 20th at the new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer in Kings Mountain. We'll be broadcasting live from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. Come and register for some great prizes that will be given away. And check out the new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer. Great barbecue, all kinds of hot dogs and sandwiches, from pulled pork to brisket, along with self-poured craft beer. And the whole family will enjoy axe throwing for all ages. So join us this Saturday, July 20th, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. for a live radio remote broadcast as the grand opening continues at the all-new Crave Hot Dogs, Barbecue, and Beer, 218 South Railroad Avenue in downtown Kings Mountain. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. till 10 p.m. Online at iwon'tcrave.com.
James River Equipment Company in Shelby brings you their Back to Cool special sales event. The Back to Cool specials are good on select John Deere 3R, 4R, and 5E series cab tractors. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get $5,000 off MSRP and pay zero money down. Comfort has never been so affordable. Back to Cool specials at James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Highway 180 North in Shelby.
With over 30 years of experience, they do it all at Joxx Auto Repair and Performance in Lincoln. They promise that you'll be completely satisfied with their work, from an oil change to brakes to tires to a North Carolina state inspection. And now they have 4 licensed North Carolina state inspectors, so you don't have to wait. And they now offer notary service too. That's Joxx Auto Repair and Performance, 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincoln. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturdays for inspections. Online at ZoxxAutoRepair.com. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby has just received a big new shipment of Frigidaire side-by-side refrigerators, scratch and dent models with a full factory warranty and sale priced at $699. Now that's unheard of. Side-by-side Frigidaire refrigerators for only $699. Check each week for new appliances coming in. And they are also having a display mattress closeout sale on Sealy mattresses. That's Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series returns to Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And it'll be A.J. Allmendinger leading that thundering herd to turn 1.
Gibbs has got the run to the inside. He'll sneak around A.J. Allmendinger. Gibbs is starting to close it in as he goes door to door.
Congratulations to Ty Gibbs, who's going to go to victory lane at the Indianapolis Motor
Listen to the Pennzoil 250 at the Brickyard, live Saturday, July 20th.
At 3 p.m. on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at kdcbroadcasting.com.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's Top 30 with my co-host Chris Stapleton, who's been playing Stadiums with George Strait.
It's a good show to watch.
Yeah.
I think it's something that I'm planning on keeping going as long as he's comfortable doing it, you know. It just makes sense.
That's Chris Stapleton this week on Country Countdown USA.
Wednesday on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. I'm guessing we're going to go to Twitter and watch this video with whales.
No, I was just showing them a minute ago. It's funny. It's a funny video. It ain't got nothing to do with sports.
It's a voiceover.
okay.
Somebody did a voiceover. This whale, seal running from some killer whales, and somebody did a voiceover for it, and it's hilarious watching the guy. Whoever did it did an amazing job. Oh yeah, Terry, I got to show you that later. I remember that one. All right, Tom want to talk some baseball, so we're going to start in Kansas City, where he wanted to start. Terry, the Royals have unveiled this delicacy in Kansas City. A hot dog wrapped in a cheeseburger quesadilla, topped with barbecue brisket, fries, lettuce, pickled onion, sriracha Cracker Jacks, and some barbecue sauce. Now, if you can wrap your head around everything I just said there, Zach, would you eat that?
Yeah.
Terry?
No.
I know Tom wouldn't. I ain't going to ask you.
I would, but it would be sectional. Like
It
I'd
would
have to
be
cut off
all
like
over
a
the
little
place.
piece of it and then put the rest in the
Yeah,
fridge.
it would be all over.
No, I'm
the
gonna
place.
tell you. I had a similar, not exactly that,
rendition.
But I went to Creekside, and I got the small fish. I'm telling the small, and it looked like it was, a piece of fish literally that long. So you eat part of it and you take it home, and that's something you can eat on for a couple of days. That looks like you could probably eat on that for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
You get hungry at night, just cut you off a little piece of that, put it in the microwave, heat it up.
Be like a po' boy. They call it po' boy.
This is the percentage. Here's the revenue your team made last year and the percent they spent on payroll this year. I didn't get that fitted quite right there. So you can see that not all teams are equal in performance and spending. The Devil Rays, well, I'll still call them Devil Rays, last year made $301 million. They only spent 33% of their payroll, of that money on payroll at 33%. That's the smallest number in baseball. As a comparison, Arizona had $314 million. They spent $220 million, 70%. Same thing, $300 million and $314. So the Diamondbacks spent 70% of their revenue, and the Rays spent 30% of theirs, and they both made about $300 million.
And the Mets still suck.
The Mets are the number one overall spending wise. They made $393 million and spent $342. 87% of their revenue went to payroll.
They're still horrible.
The Dodgers brought in $549 in revenue and spent $330 in theirs. If you were curious, Cardinals.
I don't know how you make any money. You have to go in the black because all the other expenses you have.
Mm-hmm. Cardinals spent brought in $370, spent $212 at 57%. It's about the same. Braves is the same at 57%. Guys, does spending equal winning at all in any of that, or what do you think about that?
No, spending don't equal winning.
Look at the Rays and the Orioles and then the A's. So like,
is that the old Herb Brooks? I don't want the best players. I want the right players.
Right. I mean, you gonna give these big salaries to guys. People get hurt or they don't perform to their contracts, and then you're stuck with albatross contracts.
You're stuck with Lindor.
Yeah.
You know how much money they paid him, and he's average at best. You know.
We're talking about money. Here's your revenue by sport. NFL brings in $18 billion, MLB 10, NBA 10, and hockey 6.
Think about the difference in the amount of games too.
Oh yeah.
Think about the difference in the
they
amount
got the
of
least
games.
number of games.
And the interesting part of the baseball is their biggest pie is the ticket sales versus the national TV media.
Correct. So looking at the different sports, each sport brings in more money based on like Zach just said, different ways. So NFL brings in 66% of their money is TV. So there's your 18 billion, Tom.
They might have got their toe shot off with that one because they got to pay that money back.
No disrespect to any other sport, but every Sunday is like a quasi holiday. I mean, it really is.
It is.
I mean,
that's fair.
Because it's
one
so
day
big.
Yep.
Whereas you could lose track of your Major League Baseball team for
During
a
the
week,
week.
get back into it, lose interest, and it just goes on and on and on. I mean, it's a marathon, and like you really can't say the NFL's a sprint because it's not over quick. It's still an 18-week season, right?
You can also,
but it's just it's still long, but it's just every Sunday is.
You can also look at this chart, Tom. See if you agree on this though, that because they only got 16, 17, 18 games, they have to make up the money from somewhere other than the ticket sales. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at that and like, well, they're not going to. You're not going to fill it. What 16 games? Or you get 8 home games. Count 10 counting your preseason.
Sometimes you get 9.
So let's say that. So that's what, you've got 60,000 people, but the Cardinals got 40,000 in their stands. Every 81 games is different than 8.
All right.
Is what I'm saying. It's 10 times more games that they'll have home games. And in basketball, they'll have 40 some home games. So, there's a lot more chance to sell chicken tenders than.
Can we not make the case for baseball, though? They're making the ticket sales by far, but can they not get a national TV media person to get this back out to us? Like, I remember watching baseball when I was a kid a lot.
Well, the problem is that we had stations dedicated to Midwest and South
TBS,
teams, other
like
teams.
Yeah.
You could turn on and see the Braves. You could turn on and see the Cubs
all the time. Yeah.
And not only that, though, they played the Cardinals 20 times. I saw the Cardinals 20 times against the Cubs.
WGN.
And then I'd see 6 to 8 games against the Braves. So there's 25 games a year. I got to see the Cardinals without national television.
When the White Sox played the Indians, I got to
So
watch
I guess
that.
would that consider?
I got to see Michael Jordan play baseball because they'll break in the White Sox broadcast.
Would that be considered the local TV media? Then you would think that the TBS,
that's
WGN stuff,
because the national TV only does this. Zach, you remember that stat we showed you of cities the other day? St. Louis has 200-something thousand. New York has 9 million. So I can show you 20 Cardinals games or one Yankees games and get the same number of
I know
viewers.
people who
And that's
are
all the
Cubs
national media
fans
cares
is
about.
just on account of they were on television,
Right.
And they
that
got
happens.
to see them. Yeah,
Because we've talked about the Cardinals in the radio before with the fans and stuff. But the one thing I did notice about that graphic too, Kevin, was it was 1% for local TV media for football. 1%
for local. Yeah, there's no
right, and that's the argument. That's why they got took to court. If the last couple weeks and lost,
you can't. You talk about for the local TV stuff.
Yeah, they got taken to court and sued, and they lost like $18 billion. They got to pay out.
They don't care about that at all, really. I showed that last week. That was Charlotte is the number one, is the highest populated city, not in Ohio or not in a state that has a team already with 900,000 people. St. Louis has 280, the bottom of that list. All right, I've done that one. There's the fraternities. All right, so I've got far back enough on that. So, all right, all right, going over to the standings. Tom, you guys still in first?
Yeah, won last night, 7-0 over San Diego. Isn't San Diego supposed to be good? Don't they have a huge payroll?
They're at 500. They got a huge payroll. They're at 500.
Yeah, Cleveland beat them 7-0 last night. Of course, Cleveland's been struggling lately, and not playing. If you look at their last 10, were they 5-5, something like that? They've seemed to be kind of hanging on there to that 5-game lead. But a lot of baseball to be played. I mean, you got about 80 games left, so anything can happen. When's trade deadline? That's what I want. When's the
End
trade
of the
deadline?
month.
End of the month.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see if they're going to go out and get a rent-a-bat. You know what I mean? That they're going to go out and do something.
That's what I'm
like
waiting
that.
on Kansas City. You
Kinda
got to
waiting
make
on
a choice here.
If they're gonna do that. Of course, New York. Nobody really is playing much above 500 ball. If
Right.
you look at the entire American League, which is actually good for baseball because it's parity, right?
is-
I mean,
it is
what's another thing that makes football great? Parity.
You got the second best record in Major League Baseball, Tom. Cleveland does.
Oh yeah, I mean they've been but like here lately they've been win 1, lose 2, win 2, lose 3. That's kind of the way they've been here lately. Of course, once your team's good, you expect them to win every single night, and that's not going to happen in baseball. Of course,
We talk about the long season that they have, and they might mail it in for middle of the season. But when we look at the graphic Kevin brought up, with the amount of money they're bringing in on percentage wise from tickets sales, I don't know if they can shorten the season because they was only at 10.9 billion. Right there with NBA versus
they're not.
NFL.
They're
knocking
not.
out.
They will never shorten the baseball season. I'll just go ahead and tell you that they're never going to shorten the baseball season ever, because the purists won't allow it.
The elitists.
But I'm telling you, if you went from a 160 game to 40 game season, I guarantee you there'd be more interest in every one of those games. And just did like
you could even do an 80.
Or even if you did a more like, I know that football does a Thursday game and a Monday game, but most of it is on Sunday. That's something else that makes it easier to follow.
Yeah.
Because
You're
it's
right
like,
about that.
this is the day for football.
Yep.
For the most part, I think they're getting, I don't like sometimes they got a game on Saturday, got a game on Sunday, got a game on Monday.
Thursday.
I almost don't like that. I like it. Okay. Sunday, you get to see the whole thing. You know what I mean? And see what happens.
And I don't mind the Monday night.
I don't mind. The only thing I don't like about the Monday night is as I've gotten older, it's just harder to
too
stay
late.
up
Yeah,
and
I agree
watch
with that.
it. I guess I'll watch it here in a couple of years when I retire, and I don't, every day Saturday, so
Yeah.
you get to, you get to stay up late and watch it. But I can't I'll watch a little bit of it, and then I'll go to sleep, and I'll just watch the highlights in the morning. It's just I can't stay up and watch that anymore.
Terry, you guys going to make the playoffs? You one game out of the wild
one
card
game out.
behind Boston, Minnesota.
Well, we got to get off to a quick start playing Chicago right now, so we got to sweep them. We should. We won last night pretty easily.
They have lost 72 games.
I know.
They got a winning record against Cleveland, though.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing. It's like, you can't beat the freaking White Sox. I mean, the White Sox can't beat better not say, but it's amazing that Cleveland has struggled so much against the White Sox this year.
I'm just glad that Trout's down at the bottom.
You talking about his best player in baseball history? What are you talking about?
You talk about, okay, I got
He needs extra fingers for all his rings, man. What are you talking about?
You even need extra fingers for his playoff wins.
Quick note for you baseball folks out there: you coaching young men and that are looking to go on and play college and other things. This is just going to read it from a baseball player. I grew up in a town of 3,000 people that had 3 stoplights. When I was 9, I played right field for 2 innings a game and got 1 at bat on my little league team. When I was 13, I played right field and batted 7th on a local travel ball team. And I was 18, I signed with a Power 5, got drafted, and was considered one of the best players in Virginia. And so what he's saying is that, you got your kids and everything, different spots of the order and where they play. Everyone grows at different spots and times and gets stronger at different points. And so basically at 13, he was nowhere near on any type of Major League Baseball type of radar map or even his high school team, and got drafted, went to a Power 5 school. So stay with it. It's his message. That's Chad Longworth.
Think about Pippen. You remember Pippen was not really tall when he went to college, and then
Central Arkansas
shot up. And same with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, there's a couple people this past week that I give hands up to that I really, at the start, thought they was just about theirself. Number one, Soto from the Yankees. The more you get to understand this guy and watch this guy talk, he loves the game. I mean, he has fun every time he goes out there. It's not like I'm being judged. I'm going out here to have fun. I'm going to do what I can, and I think I can help the Yankees, and he does. Last night he was 4 for 4. And he's just upbeat about playing the game of baseball that as young people we grew up playing, hoping we'd be in that spot. But this is a young man who is growing up that's under 25 that is loving what he's doing, and plus getting paid a lot of money. And another guy is Hernandez from the Dodgers when he won the home run thing the other day. When they sit back and talk to him, you think about who's on the Dodgers. Freeman, our so-called, what's his name? That other guy they got out there that can't play baseball.
That'd be
gets
Ohtani.
hurt. Yeah, that's his name, Ohtani. But anyway,
the home run thing is called the home run derby, by the way.
Yeah, but when you listen to that guy after he won it and the way he talked, I'm like, you're playing around all these people who are quoted way better than you, but you come and win this thing and you're helping the Dodgers. I give him a lot of credit. For what he's doing for the Dodgers. I mean,
sorry.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I'm laughing in a second. Hang on, I was trying to set up my next shot for the finish up the baseball segment. Yeah, like I said, the past couple of weeks with different people in and out, there's some things I've been saving for certain people to see things like Tom's Ohio, dumb Ohio jokes. This one is Major League Baseball players with unique names that sound fake but are very real. So this is going to be some old guys, some old fellas back in the day, right? So y'all want to take turns reading these names?
No, really.
D. Leon.
Terry said, not really. Terry, I'll let you go first. You want to go with the first one?
Sugar cane.
There you go. Yeah. That wasn't hard, was it? That's his real name. He born in 1907 from Macon.
He got his war.
Macon,
his
Georgia.
war.
Yeah, like he has never heard of a war. Exactly.
The war he thought he was getting drafted for.
1900. Yeah.
Yeah,
when was he
World War
born?
One.
He was born in 07. He would have been 18 and
World War II.
25.
Him, yeah. If he served.
Yeah, he only knows about 2. All right, so who went first?
I went.
Terry.
First.
Who wants to go second?
Do we want to see the name
I'll
before
go
we say
second.
we do it?
I want to know. I wanted to volunteer before I scrolled.
I said I'd do it.
All right, Tom.
Johnny.
D-Show.
Johnny Dickshot.
These are real people. These are real people. Zach, you're up.
Urban Shocker.
Terry.
No.
What's the Coons?
Tom.
No. You got time to smile.
Jack Glasscock.
I gotta tell you what, these parents must have really
Zach.
hurt their children.
Stubby clap.
Terry.
Man. Orville overall?
There you go.
That's an easy
one.
one.
Got you a good one, Tom.
Nope.
Tom, you
They
volunteered.
Really hated their
His
son.
name is, all right, guys, this is on
It's
the
French.
screen.
It's French, Tom.
It's from
His baseball, his baseball.
Possetivo. Wow.
Yeah, you leave.
Zach goes to the bathroom while he's got the next one. Terry,
That's not mine. That's
this is
that's yours.
This is former race car driver's second cousin,
Dick Pole.
Dick Pole. That's Dick Trickle's second cousin, Tom.
Wow.
Next up, Tom.
Oh, that one's Mysterious Walker.
All right.
Is he?
How about Chicken Hawk?
Well, that's funny.
We'll let JP. How about Budweiser? Little Stoner played for Detroit. He's a Detroit Tiger. Little Stoner. We'll let JP read some of these, don't we?
No.
JP.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'll let you read the next one.
Buttercup Dickerson.
There you go. Terry. His first name is The.
Yeah, the only Nolan.
All right, Zach, you've been going.
There you go.
I'm getting that one.
Right back.
I'll do the next one.
This is where you left off at.
Oh, we've been waiting on you
Nope,
to come back.
I'm doing that one.
Tommy.
Richard Coche.
Who's this right fielder for the Detroit Tigers?
His name is Dick Cox.
JP, I'll let you read the next one.
Boots Puffenberger.
Zachary.
Peekaboo Beach.
Terry.
Oh, Yoli. Tony suck.
He do suck.
Tom.
Harry Cheek.
I'm sorry. These parents must have hated their children.
JP, how about this fella from the St. Louis Cardinals?
Vinegar Ben Mizell.
There you go. Zach?
Nope.
Oh my God. Seriously. They hated
Tom,
their
this one.
children.
Do this one, Zach.
Dick White.
That's weak.
Don't have two E's.
Oh God.
It's German.
We're gonna be put on something.
Terry.
Now that one I remember.
Oh,
That,
I remember
we
that.
know that one.
That's right.
I got his baseball card.
Yep,
That's
that's
right. I got
exactly what I was
his
thinking,
card, too.
Kevin.
All right, JP.
Candy Cummings.
There you go. Zachary. And that's it for the.
I can just remember back when
For the
that
names.
series, it was, I think it was Boston.
What?
Was it, did he pitch for Boston? Oil Can Boy?
Was it Montreal? Oh.
No, he was
No.
drafted by the Yankees. I don't know who he ended up pitching
I can just
for.
remember that one World Series. The oil can's leaking. You know, where the commentators saying
That
that.
was, I remember Kevin talking about the baseball card. I remember the baseball.
That was one of the most popular baseball cards when he got drafted and everything because of his name. All right, we'll be back in a minute. We got to still got NASCAR, football, and more. KDCBroadcasting.com.
For the last 2 years, Final Plunge Plumbing has won the prestigious Community Choice Award for Gaston County. Final Plunge Plumbing is a full-service plumbing company, including water and sewer main repairs, water heater replacement, with names like Ream, State Select, Renai, and Navian. And they provide upfront pricing, so there's no surprises when you get your bill. First-time customers receive a 10% discount up to $500. Choose the best. Choose Final Plunge for your next plumbing job. Call 704-860-5589 or find them online at finalplunge.com. Final Plunge Plumbing is looking for experienced plumbers. For more information, call 704-860-5589. Wait. Don't you just hate waiting? Well, I do too. That's why I go to Alray Tire Center, where I get in and out service and check out some of their springtime specials, like alternator service starting at $79.95, an oil change starting at $47.99, brakes starting at $125 per axle, and they have great prices on tires. And most sizes are in stock, so you don't have to wait. Visit your nearest Alray Tire Center, West Main Street, Forest City, Lower Dallas Road in Dallas, East Main Street in Cherryville, West Dixon Boulevard, Shelby, and Carbon City Road in Morganton. Sism & Son Paint and Body Shop, a local family-owned business for 25 years, is located at 2027 Shelby Road in Kings Mountain. Sism & Son offers auto and truck body repair and painting, motorcycle refinishing, and dent removal. They're known for their quality of work, their experienced staff, and their dedication to their customers. In their own words, we work for our customers, not for the insurance companies. We have your best interest in mind. Sism & Son Paint and Body Shop, they're there when you need them.
James River Equipment Company in Shelby brings you their Back to Cool special sales event. The Back to Cool specials are good on select John Deere 3R, 4R, and 5E series cab tractors. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get $5,000 off MSRP and pay zero money down. Comfort has never been so affordable. Back to Cool specials at James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Highway 180 North in Shelby.
On the Go Quick Lube in Falston is not just oil changes, they have tires for all cars with names like GT Radio, Hankook, and Toyo, plus interstate batteries and wiper blades. Of course they do oil changes, featuring Castrol, Motorcraft, and Rotella diesel oil, and they carry diesel truck fuel filters. Plus they're an official North Carolina inspection station. For quick service with competitive pricing and professional technicians, head over to On The Go Quick Lube today. 3716 Falston Road, Highway 18 north of Shelby, and go Burns Bulldogs. With over 30 years of experience, they do it all at Zoux Auto Repair and Performance in Lincoln. They promise that you'll be completely satisfied with their work, from an oil change to brakes to tires to a North Carolina state inspection. And now they have 4 licensed North Carolina state inspectors, so you don't have to wait. And they now offer notary service too. That's Zoux Auto Repair and Performance, 1122 South Aspen Street in Lincoln. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturdays for inspections. Online at ZouxAutoRepair.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports with the Kevin and the gang. I'm still going to say it. Those had to be parents who really hated their children.
Well, back in the day, JP, sometimes you got named after an object in the room, I think.
They had so many kids, they run out of names.
All right, speaking of names, I missed one in the golf, so I'm going to let Tom, the professional announcer, do this one. This is from the LPGA Tour, a Japanese lady.
Looks like she's a Cowboys affiliate.
Tom, what's her name?
Izaki Sakashita.
Terry Sakashita. Yes, sir.
That's not how you pronounce it.
She's a Cowboys. She's a Cowboys affiliate.
That's what it says. Yeah, she's a Cowboys fan. Like exactly, she's got a star there next to it.
All I do is say, "Hey, all right now, the lady from Japan."
Hey, y'all want a horse racing highlight? Y'all ever seen anything like this? I don't know if I have. I'm not a horse racing expert. Whoop.
Usually don't they race on dirt?
No, they race on grass.
I do not know. But here we go.
They do both.
Check it out. Zach, hit that button.
By Caps and Martin inside the final 2 furlongs in its green triangle, now with the definite advantage. Opens up from Jadot Chris, Lady-O, Caps and Martin runs on against the rail, and then Lamburn and Yamar next, but gone clear is Green Triangle, and Wayne Hassett extending their lead all the while as Green Triangle has gone through the rail. What drama! And Lamburn has been presented it on a plate from Jadot Chris. Caps and Martin on the outside was Lady-O. An astonishing finish.
The question is,
looking across the track,
what is the barrier made
Wayne
of?
Hassett is obscured
PVC?
from my view.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Wayne and the colt.
So the lead horse was up like 5 car
Didn't the lead horse win anyway?
That's what I was wondering, Terry. It
That's
looked like
what
he
I
almost
don't care
did.
where he went.
It looked like
Did he win anyway?
He's off the track, Terry. It don't count.
I'm sorry.
He's like run out of the
Oh,
he's out of the baseline.
right there.
He's out of the
Look at that.
baseline.
What?
Why
no,
did he
he
go
didn't.
over
He
that?
lost.
I don't know.
Okay.
He almost got it, Steve.
What is the jockey doing? How's the
Holding on
jockey
for
not-
dear life.
He lost control
Yeah, I
of the
think Zach's
horse.
right on that one.
What the heck?
Is the jockey not supposed to prevent the horse from doing that?
Yeah, he's supposed to be tearing him away. Well, look at this right here.
Look, he's holding on for
He
dear
about
life.
flew off. He bucked him right there. He about flew off.
If he falls off, man, them
Watch
horses
this buck.
trample
Watch this
him.
buck right. Boom. He took out left.
That's on the jockey.
I think it is too, because you've watched. He was really using whatever they call that thing.
The reins.
Is that whatever he's strapping him with? I don't know what they call that. But.
Stick.
Man, this is an easy win. No,
And I
problem.
want to say he almost let. Yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of you hitting me,
He
buddy.
starts getting
It's,
good here, and then it's when he
Look
goes
right
off.
here. I'm
The
5
stick
strokes
started
up, and you daggum keep whipping me.
I know.
Is that what y'all think?
I say that's
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's jockey's fault.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's like, the heck with
I'm
you.
running away,
I'm done.
and you keep hitting me. What is wrong with you?
All right, Tommy. Here it is. A little NFL
Yeah.
action.
Look at. I did not know that's who it was
Nick
when I saw
Chubb,
this
yeah.
the other day.
Nick
I did
Chubb
see
with
that.
a 585-pound squat. I think is his ACL okay, Tom? I better not.
If you remember his knee, it went almost like the South Carolina Gamecocks guy did.
If we get to the regular season and they say he can't, he's got to rest or skip some, I'm going to be like, no, he
foul.
don't.
Yeah.
No, he don't. Give him the ball. I want to see 25 carries this week, Mr. Stephanie Tanner, whatever his name is.
Stefanski.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's pretty healthy.
Put him in, coach. Put him in, coach. Here is each NFL's team's best accomplishment over the last 15 years.
Whoever did it can't spell. That's their worst accomplishment.
Yeah. Are y'all excited about this chart? There we go. I didn't make it big.
Multiple.
Is that what it said?
Multiple.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't have it ready to go, but here we go. Multiple Super Bowls. Patriots and Chiefs won a Super Bowl. Saints, Packers, Giants, Ravens, Seahawks, Broncos, Eagles, Bucks, and Rams.
Call foul on the bottom one.
1-0. Dolphins, Raiders, and
what a foul.
Commanders.
Didn't we have an estranged employee that liked the Commanders?
Yeah, he stole a helmet out of here.
Yeah.
I got a new one. I had to trade it.
Dolphins won conference championship, Super Bowls, perfect season.
In the last 15 years.
Oh, is that what that was? I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the
I'm
last
sorry. I thought
15
this
years.
was forever. So
No,
I was thinking this is one of the.
there in the wild card game with Cleveland and Houston.
I was thinking this was a LeBron lover.
No, this is the last 15 years. Just to give you an example, what all you guys have done. Panthers got to a conference championship game here, Zachary. So, all right. I don't have too much NFL stuff. You got any other news and notes, guys? Before I jump over to basketball,
when's the preseason start? When's the Hall of Fame game?
I think it's usually at the end of August.
Yeah, ain't the rookies
It's not the end of
coming
August.
to camp
No,
now?
It's not?
No. Beginning, I think a couple of years has been like end of July.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's first game in August.
Yeah.
Are we doing?
I think. I'm not
are we
sure.
doing 2 preseason games now? Is that what we do now?
3.
Is it 3? Okay, because I'm hearing. I want to say they're talking about going to 18 game season and 2 preseason games.
That would make more sense.
so if you had to guess, what would you name the most used mascot that high schools use?
I'd say Bulldogs.
Hold on, let me finish How many United States high schools share the same team name as a Power 5 university? You got me?
Okay.
Power 5 university.
Tigers.
High school?
Are there any Power 5? Oh, never mind. I won't go finish that question. All right,
He keeps changing the question.
No. How many? I was asking y'all a question, but I knew I answered it in my head before. All right. How many U.S. high schools share the same team name as each Power 5 university? So what do you think
I
the
see
number
what you're
one
saying now.
mascot is?
Bear.
Tigers.
Eagles.
Eagles is 1. Tigers 2. Zach Bears is nowhere on there. Bruins is 64 schools.
See,
What about a
Terry,
nut?
I don't have to look at the
There's
thing
no
to get the
nuts.
question right.
Black Eyed Peas?
Like you do.
Nobody.
Without me even looking, I was in the top 2.
I didn't look and I got the number 1.
There's no Tar Heels, no Orange, no Hokies, no Demon Deacons, Horned Frogs, Fighting Illini, Hoosiers, Cornhuskers, Nittany Lions, or Sooners.
What
No
about
high schools with those names.
What about a Bronco?
There are 3 Buckeyes. Zach,
there
3
is-
high schools name their school the Buckeyes.
That's what makes the Sooners, even though I do not pull for them at all, but that's what makes them kind of iconic. You know what I mean? It's Sooner. Nobody else is the Sooners. They are the Sooners. It's kind of cool.
There are 40 teams named the Wolf Pack.
Cowboys?
Cowboys have 73 high schools named Cowboys. I don't see Wolves as opposed to Wolf Pack. I wonder if they put those together.
They won't be Cowboys much longer because, Cowboys shot guns, so they're not politically
At
correct
some
anymore.
point.
We're just going to take their guns from them and give them tasers.
Did you watch Aliens and Cowboys? They had tasers in that one.
It's actually one of my wife's favorite movies.
It's a good movie. Oh, God. Now I said I liked it. Now you said your wife liked it. I got to change my opinion on that one. If she understood it, that means I shouldn't be watching it. Nah, it's just fun with Mandy. You got to know her. Let's see. All right, here's Kenan Stadium. We talked about golf. We We talked about the Panther Stadium having to do this. How about Keenan getting the field ready, redoing the grass for the soccer guys? Amazing how we all of a sudden, Terry, we got money all of a sudden to do everything. We need the AstroTurf. We need the AstroTurf to do all these other extra sports and all these extra activities, and then the soccer folks come in and say, no, we don't want real soccer. And we do it. We just put grass on the field.
And it's amazing of how many people's going to making this stuff. The grass and fields and all. I mean, it's all over the place now.
It's better for you talking about real grass stuff. It's better for I'm telling you.
Well, this is the soccer match. This is Man City and Celtic FC are playing each other, and instead of playing on the AstroTurf, which is what we were told, so they could have all the extra sports and stuff. And now here's the other sports coming in, and we're bringing in grass.
As good as the fields look around, and we talked about this. As good as the fields look around here that they've done, I just don't know if it was a good idea to make them fields what they did in these high schools.
And then you take the NFL now is wanting to go away from it. Like it's hard. I mean, it's amazing how this is the greatest thing. And I'm like you. We take all of our high schools and making them artificial turf, and now all of a sudden they said, "Oh, this is terrible." The NFL trying to go back away from it.
Dude, did you see how they painted the
awesome
the sod layer? It's painted like Richard Petty's car. It's got the red 43s, the Petty blue, the Petty orange.
Well, I know why high schools did it. I mean, it's not just
it's a money saver.
It's money.
It is. But the Panthers doing it, and UNC saying, but that's what they're arguing.
I could see cold weather cities doing it too. I mean, because their grass is tore up.
Right. If you're going to use it. I think the point of the Panthers thing was what we're saying is that Tapper come in and told everybody that we need to use this so we can have all these other sports and all these other things instead of having the field tore. I mean, they blew a lot of smoke up the Panthers.
So after the game, they have to take all that up.
Yeah,
correct.
Sure do.
So think about how much money they just spent on how much. That's why your hot dogs cost so much, or your beer costs so much. They got enough money to basically waste, Tom. All that grass.
And what do you do with it when you take it back up?
I would say resell it.
Is it done?
Surely you would resell it.
I mean,
surely you would resell it to somebody.
Can the local golf courses pick that up?
That's what I'm saying. Golf course.
I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody in Myers Park.
It's probably in Mac Brown's backyard, Terry.
Well, maybe.
I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just the whole thing's weird. That's a public university doing this. Like, so what's the money coming from? Is Manchester United paying for it? That's what I just.
What do you mean a public university?
That's at North Carolina.
Oh,
I thought it was a Panther
no,
Stadium.
That's at UNC.
I did too. I thought the same thing.
That's Chapel Hill.
Yeah, I thought Panther Stadium.
No, that right there is Manchester and Celtic playing next week in Chapel Hill. They're laying the sod yesterday or the day before so it connects or whatever.
Well, if they put it down, just leave it down for the season. But they can't because it wouldn't grow. You see where they put that? It wouldn't.
How about the Clippers are getting a new arena? Here is a view of the new scoreboard that goes all the way around there. It's a circular scoreboard. That's pretty neat.
We thought it was just cool.
So what he's doing, y'all? You see what he's doing? All right, for the folks at home, I'm gonna replay that. Watch. This is Steve Ballmer, the owner. He's on the video screen. Zach, Terry, let's see if y'all guys can figure out exactly what Steve's doing here. All the seats, see those lights? Every seat lights up with a LED light in it and has USB chargers in every seat. So what's Steve doing here? See if y'all can figure it out.
Throwing out shirts.
You got it. So what Steve Ballmer, now this is the richest man in the NBA. He said that it's not fair to the fans in the upper decks that they don't get the T-shirts. They're the ones that want the T-shirts. They're the ones that the people in below can afford to buy a T-shirt, and they're the ones that get all the T-shirts thrown to them. And the cannons weren't quite making it there, and you'd have to buy like 10 of them. So in his new video scoreboard, Tom, he has installed T-shirt cannons to shoot into the upper deck around the stadium.
Good for him.
But if you're watching the video, it's got video of him like his hand going through the cannon. It looks like he's throwing the T-shirts, which is pretty cool. So this is the owner throwing out T-shirts to the fans in the upper deck. Terry, you like it?
I like it. I like it because of him. He loves the game. He loves the NBA, period, all this stuff. And when he got Kawhi and George and all them, I've never seen one man more excited to have them guys for nothing more to happen since he got them.
Yeah.
I mean,
and two of them's gone now. We talked about that.
Well, Kawhi Leonard was a daggum, but ended up being a joke for him. He spent so much money to keep that guy there, and he did
Leonard
nothing.
Go? Where'd he go?
He's still there, but Westbrook and Harden's gone.
Yeah.
Paul George.
George.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Westbrook and George is gone.
So where did Paul George end up?
Philly.
Oh, did he?
Philly.
Oh,
He won't help him.
Big game.
Not beat Boston.
Big Game Boomer Show, 24/7 College Sports Talk podcast, put out a list here of the worst sports towns in the United States, Tommy. Number 1 on the list.
Charlotte. Wow.
I mean, can't disagree with that right now.
Number 2, anywhere in Florida. 3, Phoenix. 4, San Diego. 5, Washington. 6, LA. 7, Atlanta. 8, Nashville. 9, Cincinnati. And 10, Washington. I don't know how they did any metrics other than one guy just tweeting that out, but you said that last week, and I saw that tweet, and I was like, well, I'm going to have to bring that one in for Tommy. How about, guys, I want to see if y'all can figure this out. This is the door of the quarterback's room in Chicago.
It's got Braille up
there. We go, Tom.
Did they hire Jameis Winston?
Any explanation from any of y'all?
Jameis.
Why the quarterback's room and anywhere should have Braille on it?
Can't read the defense.
Terry.
Unreal.
I got one excuse. And it's not a good one. The janitor's blind.
Mm-hmm. Or it's
How would he claim?
It's a little thing called the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Did you have to put on every door like that?
I'm sure it's required. I mean, it's
they've got a Braille on the quarterback's room.
It's probably photoshopped.
It's photoshopped. All right, Tom. Here's what I was gonna play earlier. All right, we'll play a little NASCAR here.
I need to hit the thing or no?
Yeah, we got some audio in this one. Listen, Terry will like this one. So this is a Kevin Harvick spotter, Indianapolis, 2017.
Send someone up to spot for me. Get Mitchell or somebody up here. They took my hard card. A sandwich fell off the roof, and they're mad at it was my sandwich.
Oh no! You can't have a sandwich fall off the roof. Everybody knows that.
Spotter got kicked out because the sandwich fell off the spotter tower.
Send someone up to spot for me. Get Mitchell or somebody up here. They took my hard card. A sandwich fell off the roof, and they're mad at it.
That's funny.
It was my sandwich.
Oh no! You can't have a sandwich fall off the roof. Everybody knows that.
And he's driving the Jimmy John's car.
Yeah, he was driving the Jimmy John's car. Oh goodness, that was awesome. You ever know when you can't have a sandwich on the roof, Tom?
Correct.
Y'all wouldn't have had to worry about that. You wouldn't have had that problem when y'all went up there to do the ball game when they wouldn't give y'all any food.
That's the majority of the places we go now.
Yeah.
But at the
state,
we did the championship in 22 in East Lincoln. Yeah.
Terry, there's a little NASCAR action in Chicago after the green flag.
And Bubba Wallace decides to.
Well, remember earlier that the 48 spun the 23.
He got penalized for that, Terry.
He should have.
Should have been? Okay. Want to make sure.
That William Byron.
That's Bowman. Here's
the nice guy, remember?
Chase Briscoe coming in and just clips the back of that car.
Yeah, so you can see it's not even enough to really spin
They
him
had a lot of trouble
around.
in
What
that
it
curve
did is
last
just
year, too.
increased his speed. So as Shane was into the corner at what he thought was an appropriate speed,
So this was Shane Van
he thinks he's going
Gisbergen
to make the
wreck.
corner.
I think NASCAR.
He just kind of got punted from behind. He had no idea what happened.
I think NASCAR wants this look.
This is how it happened. Shane Van Gisbergen on the left.
The rain in the car cams, stuff like that, to give it a different look.
Well, road courses, there is no rules on rain and everything.
Yeah.
So that's the you can't do the rain on super speedways.
No. I was referring to that. I think they want that.
Oh yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos in racing is good. Good. Let's see. I thought I had another one there for Terry. Maybe I didn't. That little scroll makes too much noise for that. All right, Steve Ballmer, Charlotte. That. All right. Oh, Terry, this is news. You'll like this. So, the new cars had a problem when you get stranded on a flat tire. We thought that was about the dumbest thing ever. So NASCAR will allow teams to start installing a lifter system on the rear dampers next month. It says the rear of the car can be raised when necessary. The system can only be actuated by a NASCAR official. Good decision, Terry?
Yes. I think it is.
Tom, I don't know if you're familiar with, but these low-profile tires, they got no air in them. When they'd go flat, they couldn't. There was a rule at some point, like once you go flat, you're done with the race. And in the past, you just get a tow in or drive it in, but they can't drive them in because of the low-profile wheels and tires and everything. So this is what this is for: is to get them up off the ground so they can bring them in and get back in, keep them in the race instead of actually losing them, which is good decision there, don't you think, Terry?
Yes.
All right.
Just like Kyle Busch telling Corey LaJoie, I'll get you back.
I had that somewhere. He was talking. Oh, Ricky Stenhouse. Where did that go? I had that. With Kyle calling him.
You had the 2-minute video, but you didn't have the short earlier.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with the Stenhouse and all that stuff. Let's see. Here is Chauncey Billups talking about the Pistons and playing the Warriors if today the Warriors championship Warriors team.
A tough time with the KD team. Okay, that's the 17 team, right? Yeah, I don't know, but whenever KD was there, okay, yeah, I think it would have been a tough one with them, right? But them other teams, we'd have boned them.
The non-KD.
Yeah, we'd have boned them.
We can't forget. You know what? Let's not forget the team. I mean, they beat the 03 Lakers,
Kobe
right?
and Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, like
they're not.
We can't just like dismiss that by no means.
They're not worried about Draymond and Bogut.
I mean, look who they could have put they down below. They had the Rasheed, they had Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace beat Shaq 4 times. In the playoffs.
Come on.
That's all. He did. Mr. I'm the most dominant person ever. Not ever Ben Wallace, you ain't. Let's see if I got any more. Zach, I know you missed the Ricky quote where he estimated a reporter asked him 50% of Major League players using steroids. Ricky said, well, Ricky ain't one of them, so that's 49%.
He must be a weatherman.
There's a James Bond clip, Tom. I wanted to save that one for you, but didn't know that would be something to go over. All right, here's what happens when you let let people write in nominations for a new school name. This used to be Robert E. Lee University.
Elementary.
Here's the not university. Elementary. Here's some of the nominations. This is on Fox 7 News. Drew Brees, I guess this is near New Orleans. Bruce Lee Elementary. John Cena Elementary. The Adolf Hitler School for Friendship and Tolerance. Or Schoolie McSchoolie Face. Zach, you got to vote on what to rename your school?
No.
I like Schoolie McSchoolie Face. But I would guess if Drew Brees is somewhere around there, that wouldn't be a bad one. I don't know if John Cena has anything to do with that area or not.
I think that tells you what time frame they were in. Probably 2015 when they were trying to rename that.
It's so stupid. All right, guys. I've lost one or two ones that I had. Any other news and comments from sports in the week this week from you guys?
I'll just pull for our post 82 and post 100 teams in the state tournament. Make sure you listen on 101.5 and 92.9. I guess that will Shelby just say that one more time. Will Shelby be on both or just one station?
Sorry. Shelby and Cherville will only be on both if they play each other. Go ahead and hit it.
Okay.
So, yeah, they'll only be on.
Okay. So, Shelby on 101.5 and Cherville on 92.9.
Mm-hmm. Zach, there was a time in America. Well, that was American hero right there.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan. A lot of people don't like him in wrestling nowadays, but I see people or talk to people and some other stuff. But you can't deny like him and Michael Jackson back in the 80s and the icons that these people were. Without internet, it's the people today don't get it. Like without internet, like there were you had to see these people on TV or in magazines, and they're cult of personality, and if at some point he was, the ultimate American, I guess you'd call it. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, a lot of people don't like him or whatever, but
say your prayers, take your vitamins.
So here's a video real quick. So the reason I bring it up is from he spoke this week at the RNC, but before that, here's another video today. Oh, but I did want to give one last thing here for him to see what he says here. This is wrestling a promo, and people forget that Trump was he was in wrestling a lot. That's why I was trying to show that a ton, and that's why Hogan is sitting here.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
All they were missing is Mean Gene and Flair.
He should have come in chopped him.
All you're missing is a Flair whack to end it. But that's so like he had Mean Gene standing right next to him with that one, didn't
he does wind up saying, hey, I played Hulk and I'm Terry Bollea, and he goes and talks about why he wants to vote for him.
Tom, he's an Italian American just like you.
He is?
Bollea.
Oh.
He's an Italian. Do you not know Hulk Hogan was an Italian?
Got blonde hair. Not many Italians are blonde.
He don't have blonde hair either. He just dyes the heck out of it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. KDCBroadcasting.com.